Bro.
We live.
Live now. What's good?
What's poppin'? Oh shit! It still says starting soon.
Oh no, it's live now.
Live.
It's live.
Let's say live. Well, look, listen. While everybody trying to figure out,
I don't want to start talking, but I'm live.
Well, while y'all trying to figure out if we live or not, I see the live symbol on my screen.
Okay, let's just.
I mean, the YouTube is
This is
like
the
30
technical
seconds.
stuff. Alright, so welcome to P.T.I industry. Today we're talking how to make a mixtape. People spend so much time and money, in most cases, making a mixtape and just throwing some tracks together, and it just sounds like they didn't put effort in there, even though they feel like they did. So this is just a live webcast for all the people out there that follow the movement. We're going to make sure that your next release is everything that it should be. I'm Eskimo of EskimoColdBeats.com and Get Rich Rapping. It's a pleasure.
What's good? It's Freddie Tracks, FreddieTracksBeats.com, and I just want to say thanks for tuning in. Go ahead, fellas.
Yeah, this is DJ DB Pro. 365 producers 365, DB's Productions. Yeah, I just want to welcome you guys and get ready to enjoy the information that we're going to give you. So get your napkins and your forks, and your dinner plates to the table, to the screen, whatever you got going on, and get comfortable. Let's practice.
Sure. We're going next.
Jump in.
I don't know who was on.
Who's left? It's Rashad, Kerry.
Who the hell?
I don't know what the fuck going on. Somebody got a fax machine in the background.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
My bad. I'm C, aka Be More Diddy, HushMoneyBeats.net. You know what I mean? Here to show y'all something, you know what I mean, about some mixtapes. You feel?
Yeah.
I got you. I dipped out for a minute, man. I ain't know who went already, man. I'm turning.
It's your turn.
I'll go.
Fuck it, it's my turn.
Yeah, man, this is Rashad from RashadBeats.com, man. We're live. Welcome back to another installment of the P.T.I industry movement. Today we're going to talk about how mixtapes, we're going to separate the good mixtapes from the okay mixtapes. And you don't want an okay mixtape. You know, mixtapes are to be put out for you to get your exposure. You know what I'm saying? That's the core element of a mixtape. So we're going to talk about the essences of breaking it down on how you're supposed to send one out and how you're supposed to track one out and exactly how you should promote it. So we're going to go through the whole schematics with you, and we're going to show you how to do this properly. So, you know, stay tuned, get your notes. If you got notes, please take notes, because I'm telling you, we're going to forget this shit. I like that. Real life, we're going to forget this shit. I ain't going to.
Yeah. I don't know if he's done. I got a tad. Yeah, my shit fucked up right now, man.
Yeah.
I got a lag on my shit, so yeah, y'all gonna have to excuse me, but yeah, I gotta go ahead. I gotta let them know who the fuck I am. That's, you know, at least some of these people. It's like, no, but you know what's good? It's K-Fellin Beats, Up and Coming Rappers Academy. Yeah, man, just get your pen and paper ready. Get your crayons ready, man. We taking y'all to school with the how to make a mixtape. A lot of y'all are, from what I see, from what I hear, a lot of people is putting a lot of effort into their mixtapes, but the effort that they're putting in is for the wrong things. All right, so we're gonna get into the beats, the structure of the mixtape. You know how to you know how many tracks you used to have, because I be hearing niggas mixtapes with 30 fucking tracks. Like, you need your ass beat. Like, you know what the fuck? Like, so we gonna get into all of that. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get into that.
Yeah,
we got a question
already.
Check in or whatever. So
we got a question already.
Got a question already. That's what I like to see.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, Bobby Rodriguez, he said, what are things you should consider if you're making beats for a mixtape? How should you go about getting your major mixtape placements? Now, I don't think mixtapes get major placement. Mixtape is a mixtape. You know what I'm saying? It ain't an album.
It's not an album. So a mixtape is there for your exposure. So if you're talking about getting major exposure, then I would say look for good blogs that give you that push. Look for good good promo that can get you out there. But a mixtape is just a mixtape. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, mixtape is a mixtape. It's what you can either.
An album is what you want a placement in. An album is really how you make your money. Really, you can make money off a mixtape. Don't get it fucked up. But an album, if you get a placement on the album, you're making even way more money. So what I just focus on just making that mixtape really good and showing out all your ability as an artist, and also the way you actually, the way you do your music. It's really just a showcase of what can you do as an artist. You know what I'm saying? So if you're making your own beats for it, which is cool, I think that's a good idea. Just make it vary it up. Don't do too much. Like, mixtapes is just there for like showcasing your ability as an artist, and to make sure it's there so you can understand it. You still got a lot to do.
I love
it. Ice cream man?
You can monetize a mixtape, but it depends how far along you are, I think, before you start monetize. Like, people will pay for something and support something when it's from someone who's already moving. If you've just got in the game and this is your first mixtape, or you haven't done anything but make songs, your mixtape's promo. Like, but if you put in some work and put in some time and definitely spend some money, then you should be at least looking to recoup it with a mixtape. But it's all down to preference, you know what I mean? Like, worrying about placements on a mixtape, like, I think there's bigger things to worry about in a mixtape, because at the moment you're still just trying to put you out, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. It's really just there for you to be put out there, you know what I'm saying? When you tell people check out your mixtape, they're gonna always check it out, you know what I'm saying? You can't jump to the guns and start an album because you don't have a mixtape for people to be like, where can I hear your previous work? This is the only thing. I mean, if you do like a random album, it can go well, but the way it's not gonna go well because it's I don't know. They're gonna look at it as a mixtape either way. First,
you put out a single.
Yeah, a single is good to put out first, because once you get a single out, you can pretty much build off the leverage that you get from that single, and wherever you're going from there is just off the strength of that single, and that single's gonna have to be on that project. But if your single goes crazy well, I wouldn't recommend doing a mixtape, so to speak. I would recommend doing maybe like an album. You know what I mean? Like, just because you can capitalize off it, just because the singles like maybe hit like fucking 15 million views and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Because really the mixtapes are for the street and for the people. Yeah. I mean, like, albums are more for to spread on a bigger scale. If you like, a mixtape is one of those things where it's like a buzz builder. An album's like when you've got that buzz and you're like, now this is what I have to offer. Now I'm in the position I want to be in. And then you hit them with your album, which is like your life story and whatever else you want to put into the album. And like a mixtape, you can just go hard.
Yeah, you can do what the fuck you want on a mixtape. For real.
It's like
a thin line.
You know, mixtapes are it's tricky with mixtapes because some niggas get discovered off of mixtapes. So it's all about, like, to me, when I think about mixtapes, your mixtape, like how you put it together, it really, boils down to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, to answer this question, like, if you're talking about placements on a mixtape, you can get that easy if you build relationships with artists. It's like, you build relationships and you submit beats to some artists, they might not use that beat specifically for an album, but they might use it for a mixtape. But what happens is you'll get more exposure. It's like, because they'll put, produced by such and such. So niggas be like, damn, who this producer? I ain't never heard this name before. Let me go check him out. Like, let me see what else he got. Like, so then what it comes down to is like having your shit together. You want to have your sites together, your Twitter, your Facebook, your Instagram, whatever it is you use. You know what I'm saying? SoundCloud. Like, you want to have all of that shit together and ready, so when people is like, all right, let me go check out this producer that did this track, you know what I'm saying? Bam, you got shit ready for them. They got places to go. They can check you out. You know what I'm saying? They can reach out to you.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just to kind of answer the question.
I think the term mixtape is just thrown around a little bit too roughly. Because, you know what I mean, mixtapes come from like the 90s when, you know what I mean, DJ Clue was really bringing them out, sponsoring them. And they was really tapes, and they was really like a mix of songs. It wasn't really a main theme, but now today's music game is different. Whereas though, like most mixtapes that's appreciated, that most people gonna like, they got like some kind of theme to them. You feel what I'm saying? From the album cover to the intro of the mixtape, all through all the songs, the theme is consistent. And you know, back in the 90s, it was like that for albums. You know, the album would have a theme, and the mixtape would just be a mix of a song. But nowadays, you know, you know, the album got to be a thing that's better than the mixtape thing. So it's just basically expanding on what you bring into the game, and the mixtape is your foot into the game. So you want to make sure it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like I see like a mixtape as a currency. You know what I mean? It's your show of work. Like if someone says, "What have you done?" and you say, "Yo, check out my mixtape," you know what I mean? And having enough variety on there to show whoever you're giving this mixtape to what it's like a in today's term of a mixtape, it's kind of like a fancy demo.
Yeah,
that's
demo.
The way I see it. It's like a fly ass demo.
It's a demo that has a lot of work put into it. And the more work that you put into a mixtape, the more people will take you serious. Because when you approach somebody with a mixtape, like let's say you're offline grinding and you approach somebody with a mixtape, you don't know them, they're not going to take you serious depending on how you present yourself. But if you present yourself the correct way, they will be willing to pay for the music, especially if it has a nice little cover on it. You know what I'm saying? You made the mixtape look nice. You know what I'm saying? So I would say a mixtape is nothing more than just a fancy demo, just like Eskimo, you know. But it's just like what Eskimo said. It's nothing more than just something that gets your name out there, something that you can build upon. You know what I'm saying? And then
you can use it as part of your press kit.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And also, what you can do is you might even make a series out of mixtapes.
Sit your ass down.
Shit like that. You know what I'm saying? For example, Joe Budden, New Music is one of my favorite mixtapes of all fucking time. Like New Music 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5. I'm waiting for 5. I want 5. I really want 5. I don't know if he's making 5, but I'm so hooked to that mixtape.
He's emotional as fuck. He's gonna come with another one. He's still emotional. He's still emotional.
Yeah,
but he's dope. He's dope.
I'll get it fucked up. Niggas get paid off of mixtapes. I mean, I'm a producer for like 10 years plus. 10 years plus I've been in the game, and I've been paid off from mixtapes. People put me on mixtapes. Matter of fact, somebody just hit me up on it, just a mixtape. And
the only way you can get paid off of mixtapes is if you're original.
That's the thing, like don't charge for your mixtape unless you've got the fan base who's gonna buy it. Because otherwise, the problem you're gonna have is being too there's nothing wrong with being ambitious, but sometimes you can be a bit too far ahead of yourself, because without a fan base, nobody's gonna buy your mixtape. If you're not giving it out for free, nobody's gonna hear the damn thing.
Exactly. Real shit.
If you don't own the beats, if you're just using industry beats and you're not using original beats, you can't sell it anyway because you might get sued. So that's another back into it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what? I'm glad you said that, see, because I wanna speak on that, because I see a lot of motherfuckers doing this.
Yeah.
And it goes back to what I said in my introduction. Like, what a lot of niggas gotta understand is that with a mixtape you can get signed, because when Drake say drop the mixtape, the shit sounded like an album, he wasn't fucking lying. Like, nigga, every fucking track on that joint was basically original beats. See, what niggas don't understand is that you can blow up off a mixtape. French Montana is the perfect example.
Yeah.
His first single, I forgot what it was, but that single was on a mixtape. And he had fans vote for the hottest song on the mixtape, and that song they picked as the hottest song. So he chose that song as his single. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's different ways to use a mixtape. You just gotta, it's all about your creativity. Like, you could say, all right, I got these 2 or 3 songs right here, and I think highly of these songs. Like, I think they can blow up. So I'm gonna promote one of these songs, and that song I can use to promote my mixtape. You know what I'm saying? You can use that one single as a lead magnet and get somebody on your list, and then you can usher them into your mixtape.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And that creates true, genuine fans, because if the person likes the single, like it enough to sign up to your list, and you lead them to your mixtape, they're going to listen to it. Because they like the first song. So they're like, all right, I want to see what else he got. You feel me? Or like, motherfuckers, like, you might have a mixtape ready and you promoting that, and then somebody might hear a track off of there and then go hear the mixtape and be like, yo, I fucks with this joint. Like, it's different. It's all about, like, when it comes to this shit, man, you got to be creative with your marketing, with your promotion. Like, stop overthinking this shit. Like, promotion side of, promoting anything, it's all creativity. It's the same shit as when you write in a verse. Nothing's different, really.
Yeah, I said something similar in a video where like a lot of artists just think that just to be creative in the music, do you know what I mean? But you as a creative person, like, use that, don't limit that creativity and stick it in the song box. Do you know what I mean? You can be creative with so many things, when like the promotion and even the way the songs are structured and shit. Like, don't limit your creativity to what you write and how you spit a verse. Do you know what I mean? Like, use your whole creativity to hit. You might just hit people with an angle that they haven't seen before, or at least they wouldn't expect from you.
Exactly. You gotta have it to where it is like, whereas you treat it kind of like an album, somewhat. You know what I'm saying? You put some seriousness into it. Like, a good example is me and one of my in-house artists. We're actually dropping, which is very ironic. I'm actually dropping the mixtape tomorrow, which is mostly produced by me, and it's all my in-house artist. But there's a couple.
Tight, by the way.
Oh, thank you, bro. I appreciate it.
I did catch that. It was nice.
Thank you. I really liked it. Thank you.
Yeah, man. It was early and I was turning up, bro. It was early. It was the first I listened to all day.
I really appreciate that. I'm gonna tell him, because Diarmani's gonna be excited, man. Shout out to Diarmani. I don't know if he's gonna come join or not. I'm gonna call him like, yo, get your ass on the jump, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is my best friend. But
get your ass on the hangout.
Yeah, for sure. When he come over, we're gonna be on this. You know what I'm saying? Like, but what I was trying to say was, like, we're dropping a mixtape that was in works ever since like junior year in high school. So it took us 2 years. And the thing is, we switched up to where we had to use all of my production, but also add a couple of production that wasn't ours. So we can't sell it just because of that. You know what I'm saying? We can't sell it. However, you gotta, and this is a creative way we're gonna do it. We were gonna take donations for our brand. You know what I'm saying? So it's not direct payment. You feel what I'm saying? It's not paying for the mixtape. They're putting money to support the brand and the vision all together. You know what I'm saying? So it's not going towards the mixtape. The mixtape is completely free. So if you do it, if you be creative like that, you're gonna find some way to make money. You know what I'm saying? That's a good. I just want to use that example because I think that's relevant, because that's what we're doing right now. You know what I'm saying? In the now, that's in the now.
But
that wasn't like.
You got to separate the two when you do that, because a lot of people get mixed up with the cost of the mixtape and the donation. You know what I mean?
Exactly. You have to separate it. No, that's exactly what we're doing. We separating that shit, so it won't be like you're not paying for shit. The mixtape is free. You know what I'm saying? The mixtape is up for free download and shit like that. See, now if it was all my production, we would put that shit on Bandcamp, put that shit on some other third-party sites and sold that shit. No problem. That's what we're doing with the next one. That's what we're doing with the next project. You know what I'm saying? No problem. That's easy. I can do that. But, you know what I'm saying? All because there's beats that are not ours, that we don't have no direct contracts to. We don't know the producer. Shit like that. You cannot sell that. I see people trying to do that shit all the time. You can't fucking sell. You know what I'm saying? You can't.
Because I remember an artist, I just hooked up with a beat just for promo use or whatever. I went on his reverb and he's trying to sell that shit. I mean, I was like, hey, you know what you're doing. Fucking fix it.
Right.
That's it. Just pay your dues. Like, you gotta pay your dues.
Yeah, you have to, bro. Like, pay the producer, yo. If you're not making your beats, man, you better get somebody to fucking make them. Or not make them, but if there's beats that you love,
go buy them.
You're gonna buy it. You know what I'm saying? And like another good example, my man Zane Alexander. You know what I'm saying? Big from North Carolina. That dude, he makes his own beats, he engineers his own shit, but he still bought exclusive rights to one of my beats. And I sent it to him for free. I said, man, you can use this joint, just kill it. He said, bro, you selling that? I said, yeah, why? He said, I want the exclusive rights. I don't want nobody to think like. He said, I don't want anybody to grab that shit. I want that shit for me. And you know, he took it. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta understand, it's worth the money. Like when you're paying for beats, you're paying for rights so you can sell the song with the beat, and there won't be no backlash. Like producers, we're gonna hound you because that's our art that you're running off with. You understand? If you got no direct papers to it, then we're gonna hound your ass for real. You know what I'm saying?
It's like you're running in a gallery. Like, you don't run up in a gallery, take a painting off the wall and chip.
You know shit like that. You know you'll get your fucking
gallery.
You're running up in the art gallery, teeth in a phone.
You know what I'm saying? Get tased out the motherfucker.
It's all a process, you know what I mean? Like, don't rush into selling it. You know, it's step by step.
Yeah.
Don't rush it. Never rush it, man. Nothing good.
Yeah, I want to say something about that. Like, it ain't nothing wrong with giving away free downloads or free tracks and nothing like that. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Like, especially if you don't have a big following, you want to start gaining a following, you can give away some free tracks. Because I had a call with a client one time, and he actually got a following, but he wanted to give his whole mixtape away for free, and he had like 14, 15 tracks. So I was like, dude, how about you do like this, right? Why don't you make the mixtape with like 10 tracks? But if you're going to release the mixtape in, let's say, like 3 months, why don't you take the other tracks that are not on the mixtape, give them away for free to build up the momentum to the release of the mixtape. You know what I'm saying? Those could be the free bonuses. So you give it like a free track away, be like, all right, the mixtape's coming out in 2 months. Next month you give another track away, be like, all right, mixtape's coming out in another month. And maybe 2 weeks later give away another track, be like, okay, the track's coming out in 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, if you're spending all that money for studio time and recording, you don't want to just give away everything for free, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
And like, even if you're not getting money back off your mixtape, find a way to like leverage it, like set up an email list and say, oh, like if you want to give your mixtape away for free, or if you're going to, at least make people have to sign up to a list or some shit to get it for free. Like, you wanna be able to direct email those people every time that you bring something out. So like, even though you're not taking money for it, it doesn't have to be free. You know what I mean?
You gotta give something. At least make them give something. And an email is not too much of a bargain.
At all. Ask for their email, they'd be glad to give it up. You know what I'm saying? They'll put it right where the list says. They'll put it right up in there. And that's all she wrote. You know what I'm saying?
That's it. And like, the email system's powerful, man. Like, if you've got a good list, like every artist, every producer, everyone who's trying to put anything out anywhere on the internet needs to start building an email list, man. Because if Facebook goes down tomorrow, you're all fucked. We're not. We got our email list. Do you know what I mean? We can still reach everyone.
Exactly. You're fucked.
You're fucked.
Fucked.
But yeah, like,
I'm gonna give you all a tip, and I don't know if I'm on time with y'all right now. All right, cool. All right, so I'm gonna give y'all a tip. It's a little early, you know. I don't usually get my tips out till about 8:15. So the 7 people that's watching right now, I forget it after I say it.
Okay, your mic dropped out. Okay.
The last time we had a hangout, we was talking about. I asked the fellas if they seen the most overrated movie of the year, that the 50 Shades of Grey, but. They said they didn't watch it, but, I explained it to them. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, at the end of the movie, they left everybody in suspense. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, I got to go see it. They left enough suspense to where as though if they didn't hit their goal for the box office with this movie, whatever goal they set for part 2 of this movie, they're going to hit that goal tenfold because they left everybody in suspense to where they like, yo, I got to go see part 2. So I was thinking, like, I've been studying, like, how do people do that in music? Like, how do we do that today in music? And one of the things I've seen is that
Damn, yo, what happened to his mic?
Damn.
Yeah. Okay, you cut out.
You know what?
Empire got by far probably the hottest. No.
Start all over, dog. You know,
cut out? Or am I
Yeah, you cut out.
You know what it's like when you start dropping those golden nuggets. The Illuminati don't like that shit, bro.
He's talking right now. We can't even hear him. Yeah, dog. Your shit all fucked up, yeah. We can't even hear you.
Alibaba.
Well, who's with us? Subscribe. Drop any questions, any comments.
Please let us know.
Shout out, let us know.
Let us know.
Yeah, you can leave some comments or questions on YouTube, or you can go to the Google Plus page and leave something there.
Yeah, man. We're here to answer all your questions, man. I've contacted a couple people.
Philip Williams has got a question. He said, "How do you make an email list?" There's a lot of services out there. For the most part, we use Aweber or GetResponse, Mailchimp, things like that. They seem really complicated to set up, but if you go on those websites, they're pretty clear in.
Yeah, they all got
instructions on how to do it. So, but if you really get stuck, add one of us on Facebook, Twitter, however you've got us or whatever, and speak to us. I'm sure we can help you out.
Yo, fellas.
Yo, you're back.
Yeah, can you hear us good, bro? Are you good? You good with that?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we heard you exhale.
I don't know what the fuck going on. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, all right, cool. Cause my shit, I don't know what the fuck going on, man. My shit lagging and everything. Now, where was I at? Somebody got to pick me back up.
You was trying to implement
you got to Empire.
Yeah.
Remember it?
Oh, yeah. Like I was saying before, they said I got cut off. Now, either you watched Empire or you heard about it. Now, one of the things I noticed about Empire is when I listen to their music, hands down, is some of the hottest shit that's out right now, and it's a TV show, and that's sad. But anyway, the one thing I noticed about the music that they do is that, like, all of their songs are no more than 3 minutes long. None of them. Like, majority of the hot shit that they got is about 2.5 to 3 minutes long. And when you listen to the song, you like, damn, I want to hear more of this shit. Like, I want to hear more. I want to hear more. So instead of putting 15, 20 tracks on your mixtape and every one of the songs is 6 minutes long, have about 5 or 6 songs that's only about 2.5 minutes long.
Right.
It'll
build so much suspense.
You know what? That's funny you say that because I used to do that shit back in the day. Still a 2-minute joint.
That's it. Well, it's to do, like, a lot of it's society now. Like, society's so fast and so on demand now that everyone's looking for the next thing while they still got what they got. So the quicker, but more. Don't just rush a track. Make it concise. Fit everything you were going to make in 3 minutes and just sort of condense it into something solid. That's like 2.5 minutes. I definitely think you've got a point, man. There's like not necessarily
get rid of.
Just make the whole.
If you really want to do it,
back out.
Like, if you really want to do it that way, like, if you really want to do it that way, get rid of that third verse.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Get rid of the third verse.
I used to have the artist do the whole fucking song, and then I used to just fade like the last half, 1.5 verses out. It's like, you know what I mean? Give them that, you know,
giving that taste. Like, I want more. It makes them want more when you
watering. I used to kill it with that like back in the day.
Yeah, because people will listen. Yeah, they'll listen to it and they be like, "Yo, I want to hear more of this song, or I want to hear more of this artist." Like, yo, what else do they have? Like, that song was so hot, but it was so short. Like, when I was really getting in tune with it, it was over. And I noticed, like, see, I study a lot of music. You know what I'm saying? Like, before I got on here, I was studying like 90s music. You know what I'm saying? Like 90s R&B music. Like, what is it about that music, about that era that just had us in tune? And I even study like music from the 60s. Like, if anybody listen to music from the 60s, I know Rashad and, I mean, Damien and Eskimo do, because we sample. So if you listen to a lot of them songs from the 60s, them bitches was 2.5 minutes long, tops.
Yeah, for real.
It was short as
like
hell.
Tops, nigga. If it went over 2.5 minutes long, like, it was like, damn, that's a treat. Like, but it made you want to, real shit though, because I listen to some songs like, damn, I gotta rewind this motherfucker, listen to it from the top. Like,
I want to listen to 3 minutes of this 2.5 minute track, bro.
That's what.
Yeah, like, you're like, God damn.
I do the albums and shit. It's easy.
Yeah, but like a lot of them old songs was that short because it made an impact. Boom. And you want to keep hearing more and more and more and more. Like, you got to build a suspense.
Yeah. That's it. Because when they did shows, they would just do track
artists,
after
I hear motherfucker like, yeah, like, I'm going to tell you, like, in my opinion, don't do a mixtape with 20, 25 tracks. You're giving away too much material.
Yeah,
you're giving away too much material. Like, 25 tracks? That nigga's got 20, like, no, seriously though, 25 tracks though? Like,
yeah, I mean, 10 tracks.
25?
Keep it at 10, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I would do 7.
You know why they doing 25? You know why they doing 25? Because that's a DJ mixtape. When we make mixtapes, it's 25 tracks. You know what I mean? But it's not full songs on each track. It's like a half of a fucking Joe Buttons with a big pun mix or something like that. You know what I mean? It's like that. And it's like 20 or 30 of them.
My bad, Damon, but I think if you just starting out and you don't know what your fan base look like, then I think you should put a couple tracks on there. Don't work yourself too hard. Do some hard work for 5 hard tracks. Put that on there and then see the reaction. And then start putting 10, 15, 20 tracks on there to see what, you know, don't waste. Time is money. You feel what I'm saying? Don't waste your time, because that time could be used getting money elsewhere.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yep.
Most definitely. Because when
you don't want to waste your time putting 25 tracks on an album and that shit flop. Like, you don't want to do that.
That's the old way. I mean, that was the old DJ Kid and all them used to do that shit. But that was just like back in the early 90s. But that was like the DJ mixtapes. That's not a artist mixtape. That's shit made for DJs to put their promos out.
Yeah, because you can make the same impact with 5 tracks as you can make with 25 tracks, as long as those 5 tracks are banging. I mean, what's the point in having 25 tracks when you could just have 5 in your face bangers? Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's it. Because if there's that many tracks, they've skimped somewhere. Do you know what I mean? They've towed the line a little bit. Whereas, you know, if there's only 5 tracks, you probably put everything they've got into those 5 tracks.
Exactly. Like
this is the sad thing. Like, for a lot of artists, if I listen to your mixtape and I gotta skip the track 6 in order to hear a good song, I don't even want to listen to the rest of it. I don't want to hear no more. I done skipped half the fucking mixtape just to get the one hot song. No. I should be in tune from track 1. I should be in tune from track 1. Like, one of my favorite albums right now. I bump this shit every time I get in the car. Jeezy album. Nigga, from track 1, I skipped through it because I got my songs, but I could rock to that whole album.
Exactly.
Why? Because track 1, soon as it come on, I'm in tune. Like, damn, like, oh shit, like,
right.
And then the rest of the CD just flows with it. Some of y'all niggas just be putting Y'all put y'all wackest shit first. And then wonder why ain't nobody trying to listen to this shit. You put track 14, 15 as number 1. You should never do that.
Right.
Ever. The hottest song, like whatever song gets the most buzz, that needs to be in the first 3 tracks. Somewhere in that area.
That's it, because I had a guy. I had a guy who wanted promo on his mixtape. Do you know what I mean? I was like, yeah, no worries, I'll do that. Put on the front of my site, put on the sidebar of the post, and like the traffic I sent was crazy. Like within a week or 2 weeks or so, we had about 5,000 bits of traffic on there, 5,000 visitors, and 24 downloads. And then you look at the first 2-3 tracks, and they're just like, He did have bangers, but they were towards the end. You know what I mean? You got to set the tone, right? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna. If I hear 2 whack tracks, I'm not gonna think. No, I'm gonna keep listening. It's gonna get better, I'm sure. Fuck that. if your first tracks are whack, and not just me, just anyone in the world. You know what I mean? You set the tone. It's first impressions.
Yeah, because it's like, for example, it's a track on Jeezy album I don't like. I don't like that song with him and Lil Boosie. That. This is what it be. It's like I fucking hate that song. Like that shit to me, that's whack. You know what I'm saying? It's whack. But I can listen to the whole album. Why? Because that's like track number 9. By the 10, 11. By the time I get to that song, I done had about 10 good songs to rock with. So I can do away with one corny song. You see what I'm saying? Like, but y'all niggas will start your mixtape off with the corniest fucking song on the joint. Like, come on, man.
Right. For sure.
And another thing that y'all gotta realize is that even though it's a mixtape, it's still a public presentation. It still has to be high quality.
Yeah,
I hear niggas tracks and they shit be fucking horrible. Like the mixing is like it's so bad I can't even listen to it. I can't even judge it because I'm like, yo, your levels. I don't know what the fuck the engineer was smoking. Your shit is off, bro. I can't even sit there and try to critique it because the shit hurt my ears. Like no.
They probably even have an engineer do it. They probably did it themselves and threw that shit together on some old Sony My First PlayStation put together. You know what I mean? Niggas be doing that shit. Like
what?
They did make one tape and just dupe it like 10 times, be whack as hell. Like, yo, take this shit up out of my studio, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Let me do your shit over.
Hey, yo, can we talk about originality too? I mean, I know that y'all rappers, you write your own lyrics. I mean, hopefully, but like I'm gonna give you an example. When I was recording, when I was recording in big time studio,
y'all breaking up like hell, man.
We can hear you clear.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, you clear. That's crazy. Yeah.
But anyway, I had this dude, right, and I ain't gonna mention no names. He's probably known locally around here in New Jersey, right? But and like this actually happened on multiple times. So more than one artist does this, and I'm gonna ask you not to do this, right? You're gonna take an industry beat, and then take the original hook that was on that original beat that was already released. Say the same hook that the original artist already did. And then take the verse and then flip up one or two of the words in the verse to make it your name or something. Okay?
No, dude. You gotta go.
I mean, and then dude is going to ask me what I think. And then being that it wasn't my studio, it wasn't my business, I'm like, yeah, it sounds cool. You know what I'm saying?
Business.
But if it was my studio, I'd be like, look, leave. I'm here to press the record button, and you're here to pay me to do so. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, he tore his ass up.
But look, please, if you're gonna use industry beats, at least change up the lyrics and change up the hooks. I mean, I guess maybe it's common knowledge, but I mean, I know it ain't because artists still be doing that.
Yeah, because my thing with covers and industry beats is like, if you're not gonna go harder than the original, it's pointless.
Yeah, exactly. If you're not gonna go harder than that, or at least try, There's no point in you fucking trying to redo a whole single that was completely done by a whole nother person that's already taken off. You're better off starting your own type of new single. You know what I'm saying?
It's like trying to do.
It's just like.
And don't do this. I ain't mean to cut you off, Rashad, but don't do this. Since Freddie said something about that. I really couldn't hear everything you said because the shit was broken up. I heard, about industry beats and having the hooks on there. I don't know what else you said after that, Freddie. I don't know if you told them about having a hook on there and then having the original artist verse on there and then having their verse on there as a remix.
That's even worse.
Please. Yeah, well, that's what I was saying. Like, they would take the original verse and just change up a couple of words to make it their own. But then spit the same hook or maybe change a couple of words in the hook to make it their own. Over the same beat that the original artist.
Look, I've seen niggas take the whole song.
Man.
Yeah, like, I've seen niggas take the whole song and then take out one verse and then put their verse on there. And then say it's a remix.
What?
Like, stop that. Please, for the life of me, don't do that shit. Don't do that shit. Because first of all, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to keep it 100 with you. 9 times out of 10, people that like real music, that like real shit, that like to hear real lyrics, a lot of the shit that's coming out right now, I don't want to hear the original version. So I damn sure don't want to hear the remix. So you're killing yourself.
Right.
You're killing yourself. If you want to do industry beats, like, understand this. Y'all niggas is not Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne can come out with a whole mixtape of industry beats. Why? Because Lil Wayne has clout. He's just putting out that mixtape in the meantime because he's going through business side of things. He's going through bullshit on the business side of things. So he can come out with a whole mixtape of everybody in the industry beats that's popping right now. You, on the other hand,
you can't.
Nobody know you. The last introduction, first introduction you want to introduce people to is you on somebody else's beat. That's the last thing you want to do. You want to spit on industry beats? Spit on some shit that came out 5-10 years ago.
Yeah.
That niggas ain't heard in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you'll have a chance to make that come back if you spit on something that happened 10 years ago or 5 years ago. If you go fucking hard and bring that shit back, people gonna be like, oh, y'all remember this beat? Who this nigga though?
That's 0 to 100 shit, bro. Yeah. 0 to 100, man. That went from 100 to 0. Trust me.
Real quick.
Yeah, because everybody wanted to rap on that beat.
It's a hot beat. Like, I understand the
downfall. I don't think people realize the downfall. Yeah, but like I don't think niggas understand the downfall of doing that shit. Like, here's the downfall of jumping on some shit that's popping right now. What you have to realize is that, nigga, first of all, they got the original song out. 9 times out of 10, by the time you come out with your version, they already have an industry remix. So that song is already playing. Niggas done already got in tune with it. Niggas is already bumping and vibing. They hearing that shit all on the radio. Anything outside of that circle, they're not trying to hear it. So don't try to, like, if I hear a nigga right now, I ain't never heard of you. You come out on a bitch, you guessed it, beat, trying to do it free, I will not listen to you.
Right.
Even if you rename the track to something else and I get on and I hear that, oh, bitch, you guessed it, beat. Nah, I'm turning it off. Why? Because
you guessed wrong.
Because number one, I don't want to hear the original song. So therefore, once I hear that beat, I'm like, oh no, fuck, I don't even want to hear this shit. I don't even care that you're on it. It's the fact that I don't even want to hear the original song. Some niggas actually still care about hearing lyrics. Niggas actually still do care about that.
Like you know, I say people just go into the studio to say any old goddamn thing. This comes from regionality, you know what I mean? Like, don't be talking about gunplay if you ain't about that life. Don't be talking about bitches if you ain't about that life. You talking about you got bitches, you're a homo thug, nigga. No, that don't fly. Don't come to the fucking studio say some bullshit. Next week we see you on fucking YouTube with a dude on your arm or something. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Like, if you, nigga,
Don't say what the last artist said. You know what I mean? Come with some original shit. I like to hear some words.
That's what hip hop was made of, man. It was just like, oh, that guy's doing that over there. Oh, listen to me, check my style, and then they do some other shit.
They do some crazy ass same shit. I'm like, yo, man, don't come in here talking about that gunplay. You ain't about that life. Like I just saw you.
Yeah, like nigga, I can tell. It's like
real niggas.
It's like with Soulja Boy. Yeah, it's like with Soulja Boy. When that nigga came out with the Superman shit, we was in tune with that. It was like, all right, this shit ain't that hot, but that's his swag.
That's it.
But then you come out and start talking about guns and flipping bricks. Nigga, please.
Keep it real, nigga.
None of that shit. It don't even sound logical. It don't add up. You went from Superman in that hole to flipping 10, 20 bricks. That shit don't add up. It don't.
It don't.
No, nigga, you don't even got the swag of a street nigga.
You know what that's
that shit don't add up.
That's like being in high school and trying to fit in, motherfucker. No.
Yeah.
Yourself.
Like, understand, man, like, being hard, like, niggas think being hard, being gangster, being street is the thing right now. No. Like, niggas is making money off of it. Yeah, because it's what's popping right now. But if you really want to make money, if you really want to solidify yourself as one of those artists that's going to be around for generations, or one of them artists that's going to be the next to pop, then you have to come out with that sound of 2016.
Real talk.
You got to come out with that sound that's like, niggas is like, yo, this shit hot. Who the fuck is this nigga? Like, he don't sound like all these other niggas.
Yeah, he don't sound
like for example, when Rashad, when I ran into Zane Alexander, like when Rashad said that he was a breath of fresh air, I didn't believe him. Until one day I came across this nigga track, that Lauryn Hill track, nigga. I'm in the crib like, what? Where the fuck is this bitch? Like, yo, nigga, I swear to God, like I worked out and cleaned to that nigga whole YouTube playlist.
Real talk.
Because it was hot. Like, I'm like, damn, I ain't heard music like this in a minute. Like, what the fuck? Where this shit been at?
And you know what? Like, when people like that, this is for the artists that are watching this, is like, when you come with that originality, like, if you're just, like, not even to separate people or anything, but if you're just someone that's out here doing the same thing as everyone else, like, I don't know about the other guys, I'm pretty sure they feel the same, but I ain't trying to do no favors for someone who's not going to take that favor and do something. You can't be doing nothing if you're just copying. Zane Alexander or someone of that, like, doing their own thing, like, do you want me to do you a favor? Yeah, no problem, it's done. So, I mean, let me do this action.
Yeah, because you're totally left field.
Because it becomes a personal project, you know what I mean? You think, I want to see that person make it because of their originality, so let me do a bit more than I usually do, you know?
Exactly. Like, the big homie, I don't know if he on her right now, but the big homie, Bishop, like, he got me wanting to do shit for him. Like, I listen to one of his tracks. He like, yo, man, I want another beat to this joint. Yo, send me the acapella version of that. I'll come up with a whole new beat for it. No charge. Why? Because I like the nigga music. Like, I like what he's doing. I fucks with him as a person. You know what I'm saying? So I like what he's trying to do, and I see where he's trying to go with it. So I'm willing to help him along on that journey. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas gotta understand, this shit is this shit is a marathon. Like, you're not going from 0 to 100, nigga, real quick. You are not. It's not happening. Stop the facade. Stop the bullshit. Stop the looking at the videos and thinking, no, nigga, we don't believe you. You need more people. Nigga, it's not happening. It's not. Nigga, leave it alone. Get the thought out of your head. Get it out of your fucking head that you're just gonna come out here, put out a hot song, and then you're gonna be like Bobby Shmurda. No, it's not happening. Bobby Shmurda was designed and orchestrated.
Don't be afraid to be you. Be you. We don't want to hear your version of next guy. We want to hear you.
Yeah, don't be afraid to be yourself. Because if you feel like you have to sabotage what you really care for deep down in your music, then you're not a good artist at all, honestly. Because if you want to do shit where it's just like, damn, I want people to really look at me, like you're gonna go out go out of your way to sabotage what you stood for in the beginning, which was maybe soulful type of music or whatever, pop type music, doesn't matter. Just examples. But if you wanted to go out of the length just to break that down, what you really stood for, and just to try to not stand out, just to try to fit in, you're gonna fuck yourself up in the long run, because then niggas is gonna look over you, look right over you with the rest of them niggas who's trying to copy. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be like, man, fuck out my way. I'm looking for him.
Yeah, like
right there, dude right there. Yeah, him. He's fucking nice. When they point him out, you gonna sit there and sit like, damn, I was in that lane. What happened? What happened is you try to be like everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
That's
and
it.
Exactly. It's like I was watching this interview earlier with Bangladesh, and he was talking about like how Beyonce and Lil Wayne and niggas like that be hitting him up all the time for that one specific sound. And the dude interviewing him was like, well, with all these producers out here, can't they just go and get that different sound? And he's like, no. They can, but they want me. They want the originator of that sound. So
exactly.
Niggas is not trying to hear the next Future, the next 2 Chainz, the next Young Thug. Niggas is trying to hear the first you. I'm trying to, since he showed up, he in the chat, shout out. I'm going to answer your question when I get to it. But Zane, he's the first Zane Alexander I've ever heard. I'm a fan. I'm hooked. I'm tuned in. Like, when this nigga come out with new music, I'm on it. Type shit. Because it's different. You know what I'm saying? It's different. But his question was, he said, how do we get on the real-time chat? How do we get the real-time chat to show up?
I think he's talking
about... My nigga, you on the real...
Well, this pretty much is the
real-time
chat, Zane. Like, the way it works, like, we just do all the comments on YouTube where it just pops up and shit.
Yeah. Well, the best thing to do is put you know when it says top comments and newest first, click on newest first. And then it just does it in order and it pops then.
Right. For sure. But yo.
Yeah, we also got the Google Plus up, so you can.
I'm checking the comments, so I just see you.
That's the big homie. I'm gonna link up with you when I go down to North Carolina for real, man.
Either one, but since he on YouTube now. Yeah, and and I want to say this, my girl graduated from Fayetteville State, man. Shout out to the Ville, man. I fucks with Fayetteville. Like, if you never been there, like, it's one of them like little small cities, but it's hood. But like, if you from the hood environment, man, you gotta love it. Like, I love being out there in Fayetteville. Like, my girl hated because she did 4 years out there, like, in school, so she didn't like it. But a hood nigga like me, I like going to different hoods because you see and you learn new shit. So, yeah. Shout out to the Ville, man. I fucks with the Ville. Like, I've been out there. I know about the Mert and Skybow and all of that. Yeah, nigga, I've been out there. I know a little bit about something out in the Ville. So, shout out, man. Like, I fucks with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And another thing, like, if y'all niggas want to know how to really, like, build relationships, how to get your mixtape out there, do the shit that I just did, man. Shout out. Go learn about these places, man. Like, some of y'all niggas be rapping fantasy life and niggas can't even comprehend with it. We can't even relate to it because it don't feel genuine coming from the person.
Right. Like, you're telling a lie, right.
I was watching a video earlier from a Def Jam A&R, what's his name, Lenny Santiago, and he said the people have either got to believe you or want to be you, and that's the only 2 ways. And do you know what I mean? That's Def Jam A&R, and he knows his shit, man. So they either got to believe you or want to be you.
Yeah, like 50 Cent sold 50 million because you could actually believe the shit the nigga was saying in them songs.
Oh, fuck yes.
I bought that out. Nigga, I bumped it.
Gangster, bro, like.
He punched up everyone, bro.
If you hear that there's a real niggas, a real people that you can relate to. That's the whole point of the song. You gotta relate to it.
Exactly.
You gotta relate to bullshit that you ain't never did. Like you said earlier, you got
and the reason
more people.
Yeah, it's like Damien said, man. Like, people gotta relate to your music, and the reason a lot of niggas' music ain't popping right now is because no matter how much you glorify selling bricks and you wearing Versace, Gucci, Louis, Prada, red bottoms, and all that bullshit,
they got one Gucci fucking belt.
The reason, yeah, like the reason your shit don't pop.
That's me.
Like I'm gonna keep it 100. The reason niggas shit don't pop like it should or like they think it should is because niggas can't really relate to that shit. I can't relate to flipping bricks. I can't. I've never flipped a brick a day in my life. Now, if you talking about being on a block, flipping packs, a couple of bundles of crack, I can relate to that all day. Nigga, I've been there, done that. You talking about bricks, I can't relate to that. You talking about rocking Gucci and Gucci and Louis and all, I can't relate to that, nigga. I rock Old Navy. I don't relate to that shit. I can bump it, I can understand it because of the lifestyle, but I can't relate to that shit. But I can relate to a nigga talking about his struggle 10 times more. If you talking about baby mom problems, nigga, I'm on it. if your baby mom is thrown off and you having problems, nigga, I can relate to that.
For sure.
Nigga, I can. I feel your pain. Anything that you say about a baby mom, I can relate to it in some way, shape, or form. But you talking about flipping bricks. I don't know shit about that life. I'm not Eisenberg, nigga. I don't know nothing about that. Like
that's it.
Most of the motherfuckers you saying don't know nothing about it.
And the thing is like
exactly that's the thing.
Yeah, because like people might believe them, but like people don't. If you get the real people, the people who are real to get behind what you're doing, everyone looks at them like. Do you know what I mean? Everyone else is sheep. It's only the real people that aren't sheep. So if you get the real people on, everyone else gets on. You know what I mean? So if you can stay real and get to the real people and get the real people to listen to your music, then everyone listens to your music because it's the real people that set the trend.
Yeah, like it's just you gotta think like when people hear shit like whipping and flipping the brick. Flipping the brick.
Don't do it.
Like that. It's coming from a person that's not the Migos or a person that's not Flipper the Skipper or any of those dudes from the QC label. You know what I'm saying? They know for saying that shit. You feel what I'm saying? BB Longway. They know for saying shit like that. So, you know, of course they might believe them because they from the A, they from the good, they from the hood, most of them. But, you know what I'm saying? They might believe them. But if you hear like another dude who's just coming up and he's saying some shit like, whipping and flipping the bricks, I'm in this shit, and I'm whipping the shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like shit like that, they're gonna be like, this nigga ain't selling shit. But if the beat got a lot on it. Don't get fucked up. Don't get fucked up. If the beat is hard and the song goes hard, they're gonna fuck with you. But subconsciously, they know you're not really doing that shit. They know you're not selling that shit. Because your image doesn't add up. You're lying to them. But the song just makes it prettier for you to bump. You know what I'm saying? But all in all,
exactly.
Like, you really don't trust them. You know what I'm saying? Because they're lying.
Like, yeah. Like your music has to have that relatability to it. Like the reason I can relate to Zane, like we're gonna use him, Zane. I'm glad you showed up, bro. Like you're the perfect example of how to have your own sound and just people draw to it just for the sound. When I heard that Lauryn Hill track, I could relate to that shit. So I'm just going chill and bump some Lauryn Hill. Nigga, The Miseducation, that's one of my top 3 favorite albums of all time. I can understand 100%. Where he's coming from that song because I love Lauryn Hill. Like I think Lauryn Hill will trash any nigga that's spitting today.
Oh,
bar for bar. Like,
all right.
Like Drake,
Lil
Wayne,
gotta look at them motherfuckers.
You know what
I mean? Like, just look at it. They're not spitting bars no more, so there's no competition.
Like
they're
niggas is just like niggas is just flowing. Like niggas is flowing, like just making shit sound hot. But then, like if you took the beats off of these motherfuckers and you actually listen to what they were saying, you'd be like, man, I ain't fucking with that nigga. Like, cause a lot of niggas shit be whack. A lot of niggas shit be whack.
Man, cause you know what?
You got that music.
You still gotta sound dope a cappella, man. Like if you can sound dope a cappella, let me listen to your music. You know what I mean? But if you're a cappella and it just sounds like somebody mumbling and having a seizure.
Trust.
Real shit. the beats off when they sound dumb as shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. Like, it's crazy. It's like they really, the beat really makes them sound good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when you take that shit away, you hear what they're saying. Yeah, I'm in the kitchen. It's really flipping.
What, pancakes, motherfucker?
You know what I'm saying? Like, right? Like, you like, man, I just lost a couple IQ points.
You know what? That's funny because I rarely see, as a DJ, I don't see any more acapellas I can mix to. You know, I don't see any goddamn acapellas.
I'm like, because not that many good ones.
Like, what the? I have to go old school and mix acapellas to the fucking tracks nowadays.
The acapellas just make it so much intense, like, cause you hear the lyrics and you just hear the griminess of, you just hear the vocals. You just hear the vocals. All you hear is just bar after bar after bar after bar. Like you just sitting there like this, studying.
Like when you Nas acapella and shit. Nas acapella is like.
Yeah, exactly. What? Like it's just you got no choice to pay attention, especially when it's Nas. When you know he's about to spit an acapella, you just sit there and like wait for it. Like you just.
I don't even know what the fuck to put to it when I be DJing. Like I be lost for words sometimes. Like God damn, what
yeah.
Just Blaze track or something. Like,
you gotta throw a big L. You gotta throw a big L acapella.
Oh, a big L.
Oh my God, man. Listen.
That's not even fair.
That's
like
another dude, yo.
Yo, I did for my homie mixtape. And when I say make your mixtape sound like an album, I had a perfect example. It ain't up no more because we took it down because of the quality. But my homie Nickel 9, my brother Nickel 9 and shit, I did his whole mixtape, Don't Believe in TV. Like, I produced damn near, he had about 15 tracks. I produced 8 of them. And the rest of them, it was 2 skit. I think it was 1 skit, and the rest of them was like industry beats. No, 3 of them was industry beats, and 1 of them was Kanye's Runaway beat. Like he did a freestyle of that. But most of this shit was, original. Saying like the feel of it. Like when you listen to that shit, it's like, damn, this shit sound like an album. I tell this nigga to this day, like, yo, we need to redo that whole thing, get rid of them other tracks, and make this whole thing a fucking album, cause it sound like that. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit gotta have that feel, like a motherfucker is like, yo, goddamn, like.
Hey, when
you know what? Talking about that, making it sound like an album. I mean, get it right, get it produced right, because I mean, like Kay said, some people get discovered from their mixtape. But that's only because the mixtape sound like an album. Ain't no A&R gonna sit there and listen to it if it's hurting their ears. You know what I'm saying? So get it mixed right, get the levels right. You know what I'm saying? Make it sound like a produced album.
Because that's it. Because even if you're not planning to make money off it, that doesn't mean you should throw together a cheap-ass project just to get by. Because it's an investment, whether it's a money investment or what. Like I said earlier, that mixtape's got to be currency. Do you know what I mean? If someone says, "Oh, what have you got?" and you show them that, like even if you are the hottest rapper, like if they come and listen to you live, you were the hottest shit. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't matter if your mixtape sounds like you recorded it on a fucking potato or some shit.
When you get done with your mixtape, throw it in your car so you can hear it in your car speakers. If it sound like shit, just keep on practicing that motherfucker right.
That motherfucker.
You want to really learn, like if you really want your quality to be right, how I get my quality right on my beats, I can show you motherfuckers. This is how I get the quality right, nigga. These headphones. Listen.
Back headphones.
These headphones was my roommate's Jones, like before he left. Before that, I had $20 Walmart headphones. But when I listen to my shit in them headphones and it sound good, and I put that shit in my car, and that shit sound immaculate. Because if it sound good on shitty speakers, every week I gotta pull a big word out on niggas. You know what I'm saying? If the shit sound good on shitty speakers, your shit's gonna sound top notch on other speakers, just because it sounds good through shitty ass speakers. So
that's if you produce it, that's if you're doing it yourself. If you're mixing yourself, that's what you do. But if you go to producers like us, you shouldn't have to worry about fucking having your ears hurting or your fucking eardrums hanging out your earlobes.
We all take pride in our music. You know what I'm saying? Like that, it just happens when you take pride in the quality of your music. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't sit here like let's make a shitty beat today. Like, I don't really look at myself and say no shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I sit back and whatever that's coming to my mind, maybe I don't have an idea for it. Maybe I just fuck with it. Maybe I just start tweaking the sound, whatever. If it comes together, I start piecing it together and I start mixing it. And I'm just looking at it like this, just going in. I'm like, all right.
That's it.
Get that shit in. I'm hugging my speakers. I'll turn around. I'll turn completely around just to hear how it will sound behind me. Like, I really go retarded with this shit. Then I'll run up here into this room and I'll play it on these type of speakers. You feel me? I play it on these. These speakers are Bose speakers. They good, but they're blown. You feel what I'm saying? They're blown speakers sometimes. They're fucking blown. But yeah, so I'll play it to see how good the bass hits. The bass will hit hard as shit. I'm good to go. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
Everybody has some tips and tricks.
Artists, don't be afraid to invest, man. Because like, it's like you've got to pay your way. Like with beats, it's like going. I tell you what, it's like when you ask for free beats and shit. It's like going to the sports store and say, oh yeah, I play football, so can I have some free cleats?
Right.
No, what the no.
You mean cleats?
And I always say, if someone says like, oh, but you're not Dr. Like when I first started out, people are like, you're not Dr. Dre, you're not Timbaland and all that shit. I was like, okay, so I just go down to the burger place down the road, sit there, eat my food, and when they come with it, be like, bitch, you ain't McDonald's. So,
oh my God! What I call them, go buy one of them bum ass beats. Get out my face.
Yeah. And one more thing, man, like with your mixtape, like really with your bars, man, because like the whole, like what it all boils down to is it don't matter, like really, you know, you could have industry beats on your mixtape. We're not saying don't have them, but don't let your whole fucking mixtape be industry beats. Like you could have 3 to 2 or 3 tracks where you freestyling over some shit. Like niggas like me. I'm from the outskirts of Philly. I grew up off of niggas freestyling over industry beats. So I like that shit. I like to hear how a nigga get creative. But don't make no song to it. Yeah. Freestyle. Give me 24 bars. I'm cool with that. I like that. Yeah. Because it gives me a different vibe of you.
Yeah.
Don't write no song to it. You know what I'm saying? But it all boils down to not only the quality of the music, how it sounds, but it also boils down to your lyrics, man. Like, we talk about your shit being relatable. Yeah, but when it comes down to bars, because I'm an artist myself. You know what I'm saying? Before I was a producer, I was an artist. So I know how to paint pictures with words. Like, you got to be able to create pictures in your listeners' heads. Like, we got to be able to visualize some of the things that you're saying. And even if you're not really doing this shit, you just got to make it so the picture in your head that you can picture somebody doing it, or even that person. Like, it has to be relatable. Like, for example, if I sit here and say, like, I'm gonna just give y'all some old shit. If I sit here and say, so I gotta sit and pray, try to make it through the day. Sometimes I don't see how I even make it through a day. See these niggas walking around the streets with the newest lay. I'm trying to figure out if I'm gonna eat a piece of food today.
God, bars,
nigga, you can sit back and visualize that shit.
Yeah.
You feel me? I wrote that shit 8 years ago. I don't even want to spit the whole verse for y'all. But if I get enough requests, I might do it. But nah, like
that shit was
seriously, like you could sit there and kind of visualize what I'm saying. Like, damn, he's sitting back praying, thinking about if he gonna eat a piece of food today. Like, niggas can relate to that shit. Like, you see niggas out here fly, and you like, damn, am I gonna eat today? But this nigga got on the latest shit. You can relate to that in some way, shape, or form. You feel what I'm saying? Not, I got 100 bricks. Whipping the coca. Whipping these tricks.
Whipping the
sniffing the yola. I don't know that by that shit. I don't get down like that.
You like this. Like this.
Real shit though.
That's all they do is shoulder bounce and shit.
Right, just
fuck out of here with that bullshit.
Everyone in the back like,
right, everybody in the back, everybody got shirts off, aiming their fingers.
Yeah. Like one of these hangouts, we gonna do it about battle rap. We teach niggas about the battle rap scene. Some niggas don't know how to battle rap.
I'm down with that. Stop reaching. Stop reaching.
Reaching, that's a toothbrush. But it's all about, like, nigga, I've been in battles where I made the judges fall out their seat because they like, yo, this nigga's fucking retarded. Like, the fuck possess you to say some shit like that? Like that's the type of impact you gotta have on a motherfucker. Where
That's the shit I'm looking for.
Like, yo, this nigga, yo, he did not just say that. Like, when I heard, like, the first time I heard American Gangster, not the album, the actual song on the album.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
When I first heard that song and Hov was like, he was like, we need a town, we need a noun, we need a place to pitch, we need a mound. I was like, what the fuck? Like,
and at the end,
like,
I had to
tune in, like,
yeah, for real, at the end when he's talking to Pop.
Damn. Yeah, like, it's deep.
I like vocab, man. Like, you know, when people have got vocab, like, that's why, like, Action Bronson, you know, people just say some crazy ass shit that nobody's ever saying. Right. And just like Action Bronson says some shit, and it's like Ghostface. Do you know what I mean? That it's just like you just said, what the fuck do you? That was hard, bro. I don't know what the fuck you just said.
I can give y'all like
Ghostface is like if y'all park my shit, like y'all park the shit in the middle of a song, son. Like
it gotta be. Like your bars gotta be something like. They gotta be something like where a motherfucker is like, yo, he really did not just say that. Like, it's got to be some shit like... I'm trying to think if I got some bars like that where a nigga was just like, yo, he did not just say that type of shit. Like,
you know, like, I just get bored of people flipping the same words. Same words, so I mean, like time and shine, fucking...
Like, you got to think about it like...
I'm going to answer this question. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Dumbing niggas down, yo. The artists be dumbing people down and shit. Like, I don't want my kids to listen to that shit.
You gotta understand, like, your mixtape is there for people to be amazed by. You want people to be amazed by it. Not amazed, but you want people to be, like, shocked.
Yeah.
Certain people might think that they might not take you serious, especially if you started out, you know what I'm saying? But you know how to make the music work and stuff, you know what I'm saying? So when they pop it in and they listen and they hear bars, they just sit back like this and shit. They like, goddamn bars! Like they be like, I didn't even know you could rap like that. So yes, your bars gotta be on point, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta be a lyricist. I'm not saying you be like Nas and all them. No, man. Like, you can rap on a trap beat and go fucking hard, man. I make trap beats. You know what I'm saying? But I make different types of music. You know what I'm saying? And if I was to rap, I would make sure whatever concept that's on a certain beat will fit that beat. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
You gotta be creative. It's all about being creative and not sticking with a formula that works.
It's like that's it. It's like trying to tell a story on a turn up beat. You know what I mean? Or some emotional ass soul sample song, and they're on about shooting people in the face and shit.
Right.
That shit don't match.
You know, like Beanie Siegel, Feel It in the Air. It's like someone going on that beat talking about how they bang straps and clap people in the face and shit. So I mean, it's story time. Sit down.
It's like for real, on some real shit, man. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. What niggas want to hear right now, what the type of music that people like, the average listener, the average motherfucker from the hood that's struggling and shit. What we want to hear right now is somebody else's pain. Like, for example, back in the 90s, I'm a Mary J fan. She cannot sing all that well, but I'm a fan. You know why? Because her music had pain. It had emotion to it. If you listen to Mary J. Blige right now, you're not going to really vibe to it because it's like, damn, you happy. Get your heart broken real quick. And come out with that next song. That's how you feel like, because it's like, damn, I want to hear somebody going through the same shit that I'm going through. Like, Joe Budden. Nigga, 10 minutes, I can listen to that song anytime in life. Because I can relate to it.
100%.
I can relate to it. His first album, I can relate to the whole fucking album.
Yes, yo.
You just
that's
bleed,
real shit.
he just bleeds. Like that cipher, the Shady cipher, the the most recent one, and everyone went in and like going in with bars, and Joe Budden kept it simple and just bled.
Oh my God, that is one of my. That's my favorite. We gotta, bro. Like I'm a fucking stand for that dude, bro. You don't understand, yo. Like I remember.
Nigga, hold on, Rashad. What you know about Joe Budden first album? What you know about it, nigga? Nigga, you don't know about Joe Budden first album, nigga. It's like that.
He was like, chill, like 5 and shit.
Yo, the first album was
trying, but we got a question though. My man Zane said, "What were some of y'all's first beats like?" He said his was awful. Zane, my first beat that I ever made, my niggas laughed at me.
Yo,
so
a lot of people did that, yo. For real, everybody beat was first beat had to be ass.
Yeah, mine was.
My structure was fucked.
They told me to start making beats.
The idea behind mine was good, and I just didn't know the technical shit. You know what I mean? So it sounded like it was a bit off tempo, and I didn't stick to the grids and shit.
Yeah, I definitely didn't.
Just put that there, yeah.
But I could tell y'all, a funny story behind that. Like, the first beat that I ever made, I brought it to my homies and shit. Like, I had about 3 beats and shit. I brought it to my brother Guns and them. And I played it, and my brother Guns, like, he just looked at me, he just laughed. He was like, yo, bro. He was like, man. He was like, no, because you got to understand, at that time, like, you got to understand, he was working with Jalil Beats. So he like, yo, I'm working with this nigga over here. You going to have to step your game up. And I told him that day, I said, yo, there's going to be a day where I catch Jalil to the point that you come to me at the same time or before you go to Jalil for a beat. I'm going to catch him. And he was like, it's going to take you a little minute to it. Now the nigga will put out a stat and tag me, Jalil, his little brother and everything. Like, yo, I need a banger. And I hit that nigga off with a beat. And he just like, yo, what the fuck? He like, yo, what are you down there doing? And I'm like, I got in tune with you. Like, nigga, you requested this. This is what you wanted, so I got to give it to you. So that's a producer's tip. Any producers out there, get in tune with your artists.
Yeah.
You got to know who your artists are.
Yeah. Because I just make beats. Nowadays, I just make beats like fucking there for 111. So I just make beats and I just send them to him now. Hardly ever upload any shit now. Because I feel like if you've got the sound...
Zane, man, I got...
Oh, go on. I wasn't really going anywhere with that.
But Zane, man, I got some samples for you, bro. Zane, I got some samples for you, bro. I got some shit I want to hear you on it just because I fucks with your sound, man. Like, I won't even charge you for it. Like, I just give it to you. Just because I'm
expecting for the feeling. I just sent them.
Yeah, like, because I
love his.
Because I'm like,
I was like, yo, here,
yeah,
yo.
like I'm.
Like, how much? I said, how much?
I want to see what you're gonna do to this. That's how I feel. Like, I want to send him like one of them soulful ass tracks, and I'm like, yo, just do like bless this track. Like,
oh yeah,
I want to get it back and be amazed.
He will fuck with that, bro. He gon' yeah. I would love to hear this. This would be dope, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That shit would be dope. Kid Hill gonna be in the back like this.
Yeah, man.
Like what?
They ain't got that beat. Okay, let's get it.
Real shit though, man.
See, Rashad needs to be a meme. I'm telling you.
Yeah, for real, yeah.
I make a meme like.
Because like that face that I do ain't nothing. That he's the master. I mean, I'm just a student of that face.
That face is
yeah. Mine's a bit more like, what's mine?
Funniest faces, like I don't know how, like I just make dumb faces. Like,
you put that dumb face on there.
That nigga like a llama in the face.
Oh shit.
That nigga like the Prince of Egypt right now.
You talking about the nigga that played Moses and shit?
Oh man.
Hey, yo, you
That
dumb
nigga,
as hell.
that nigga says, yo, Zane, I feel you on that. That nigga said, he made a comment and said, hey, I want to make a shitty beat today, but I'll have a purpose for it. I feel you on that. I make whack at, I make beats I don't even fucking like, but I'm like, I can't toss it because somebody will find this shit hot.
Yeah, that's what I'm always doing that shit.
Find that shit hot. Appreciate the.
Oh, no, you good. Go back.
Nah, I was just gonna tell Zane, appreciate the shout out too, bro, for that line. You know what I'm saying? I would spit the whole John, but I don't know if niggas is ready for that yet.
Spit it!
I don't know if
that shit was bars.
I don't know if niggas ready to feel that pain.
Do it, bro. Do it. You see me standing up in my camera? That's enough. Do it.
You dumb as hell.
Oh shit. Don't play no games, bro.
I'll spit it for y'all if y'all really want to hear it.
Go ahead, continue that shit, yo. I might throw a beat behind it.
Want to hear it.
Shit, you can throw a beat behind it.
I really want to hear it. I'm gonna tell y'all, the joint I wrote. All right, man. I'll spit it for y'all, man. Cause niggas keep asking.
Oh shit, the cipher. Oh shit.
Nah, man, but the original beat I spit it to, the original beat I wrote it to was the Summer in Miami beat. So I'm gonna try to get that. Just in case, I mean, Damien like to throw shit in the background, like, well, the nigga ain't. So just in case you try to, come with some boom claps in the background.
Oh, you want some boom claps?
My shit's skipping, man. So I don't even want you to try to do it because I'm gonna lose the
Yeah,
flow.
because you're lagging and you might be like behind the beat.
Right.
I'm gonna be way. Nigga, I already know.
Shit, P.T.I. Cypher?
Like, nah, let me take another little sip.
Maybe next panel?
Every producer got bars, son.
I'm gonna take a
real shit. I'm working on my EP as we speak.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So I'm gonna bless y'all one time, but I want y'all to take this as like, when I wrote this, I kind of wrote this as a freestyle. So like y'all can take, like, all the artists that's watching, y'all can take some pointers from this on like how to create like visuals in your listeners' heads, because that's one of the things that I like try to do. Like, create images in their heads.
Outstanding imagery, like that's what you.
All right, so if y'all ready, let me know.
I'm ready.
Yeah, go ahead.
So let me know whenever y'all ready, man. Let me know when y'all ready.
We're ready.
All right, niggas is anticipating and waiting. Let me go ahead and pause this real quick. I gotta pause my YouTube. You know what I'm saying? But I said, all right. I said, so much stress on my shoulders, shit is starting to get heavy to the point when I make a move, I can't make it steady. If you ride, let's get ready. Yeah, the traffic moving steady. On the highway to hell, the next exit could be deadly. See, all the stupid nonsense is fucking with my conscience. Running with them eights, best believe that they the promise. Felt the rush when people started listening to my shit, but fucked my life up because I wanted to get high. Shit. Now I'm in the jungle where gorillas pulling triggers. Either you dead or in jail. This is life if you a nigga. But it's nothing to us, nigga, because we been through it, nigga. Dodging bullets to the fullest. What can you do to us, nigga? Not a damn thing. This is not a damn game. Kind of quiet, but your boy never been a damn lame. A lot of people told me my life is a damn shame. I just looked at them and say that you right. It's a damn shame. I got a little daughter. Camilla's getting older. Baby mom tripping, but sometimes I can't hold her. Because I do be tripping doing shit I ain't supposed to. Wasn't on my job for a while like I was supposed to. Now I'm on my job trying to raise my baby right because something good is going to come out of this crazy life. Now Zara said, mommy did her best to raise me right. You reap what you sow, so now I'm paying the price. So I got to sit and pray, try to make it through the day. Sometimes I don't see how I even make it through a day. See these niggas walking around the streets with the newest lay. I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to eat a piece of food today. This is just some real shit. Coming from the cardiac. Play the background, but everywhere where the party's at. See a little shorty, hell yeah, I'm trying to party that. And fully loaded's making moves, I'm trying to be a part of that. See, I was falling back. I wasn't answering the call, but my motherfucking conscience kept calling back. So I had to call him back. He said the streets is a trap, so why your motherfucking ass had to fall in that? I said my fault, scrap. But the emptiness I felt my whole life, can you tell me who fault is that? Real rap, I gotta give you niggas all facts, cause life was whooping my ass until I fought back. My shoes, I don't want to walk in them myself, so put them on. I dare you to walk into them yourself. Then maybe you could feel some of the pain that I felt. Make the right moves in the game with the hand you was dealt. I had a thing for the streets, first married, then divorced her. Fucking T.I. Raw, fucked around and had a daughter. Try walking through life where people don't support you. In the womb, wishing that your mom would abort you. That's how I ended it.
How?
Bars!
Bars! Bars!
What the fuck, Rashad that can dance to this shit? What the fuck are they doing?
Shit.
But
he's back at pacing. He's back at pacing.
Look, all you rappers, that's more than enough fucking evidence on how to fucking rap, my nigga. Like, really, like, look. I'm gonna have to sit down. Look, I'm sitting here imagining everything he's saying. You feel what I'm saying? He already captured me with the griminess of where he's at. You're paying attention because he's spitting some real shit. You know what I'm saying? So just use that. That's really, just like we said, that's good for pointers. Like, look at that as like a good template on what you should do on your first mixtape. He done dropped out. Goddamn. You know what I'm saying? So there you go. He's back. But yo, that shit was hot. Yo, Camille, that shit was hot, bro. That shit was hot, bro.
I don't even know what was said, but thank you. I appreciate that.
That shit was hot. I can relate to everything you were saying.
And the one thing, like, if you pay attention to like if you pay attention to the bars, like if you, I mean, you can go back and just rewind that little part, but if you pay attention to the bars, like, I create pictures in people's heads, so like certain shit that I say, you can you can actually visualize that. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I'm about to rewind that and put that over acapella and just like fucking rip that.
So like, like I could go through that shit and just break down certain shit. Like when I said I got a little daughter, Camilla's getting older, baby mom tripping, but sometimes I can't hold her because I do be tripping doing shit I ain't supposed to. Wasn't on my job for a while like I was supposed to. Like a lot of real niggas can relate to that. Like,
hell yeah.
You in your child's life, but you ain't doing the shit you really supposed to be doing. And sometimes you got to check yourself. So, you know, when niggas hear that, they like, damn. Like, yo.
I'm just like.
I do the same shit.
Like, you can relate. You feel me? And the only reason I can relate is because I see this type of story with different people. It may not be me, but I can see how people go through this type of life in different environments. You know what I'm saying? You got to be aware that if you're not living it, then, you know, of course you might directly, resonate with it, but you feel it no matter what. You know what I'm saying? You feel it. Even if you're not in that life, you feel it. I'm like, God damn, like, what if I was in a lifestyle that way? You know what I'm saying? Like, gotta show you young and shit like that. So like you start thinking, it starts to make you think like, yo, damn, that could have been me. You know what I'm saying? So like you connect no matter what.
It's like it's from the beginning of it. Like when I say paint pictures in people's minds, like and having your hottest shit first, it's like from the beginning of that verse, you can understand where I'm coming from. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So much stress on my shoulders, shit is starting to get heavy to the point when I make a move, I can't make it steady. If you ride and let's get ready, yeah, the traffic moving steady on the highway to hell, the next exit could be deadly. Like niggas can visually see that shit like, hold up, damn, he's right. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And like, get this path I'm on real quick.
Yeah, if I take the wrong exit, it might be the wrong one. This could end my. And when I wrote the shit, that's the time, like that's the point of my life where I was going through a lot of shit. Like I was at the point where I was out there in Philly hustling. I've been in a situation like I even shot a video about it where nigga almost got killed just because I was associated with, or I was in a car with niggas was looking for his mans and they couldn't find his man, so they was coming to him, and it's like, yo, if I can't get this nigga, I'm gonna get you. And since these three niggas is here, they gotta go too. Like I've been in that situation. So when I write my shit, like when I write anything, even when I write battle shit, like I write it from a standpoint like I've either been through this, I know somebody that been through this, or I done heard this story before. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gotta be something that trickles down to where as though You may not have been through it, but you know somebody that has. You know what I'm saying? That's the best kind of music. People can actually feel and relate to that shit some way, shape, or form. Either they've been through it or somebody they know close to them has been through it. So they can relate to it in a sense. You know what I'm saying? And that's the power of music. And that's the power of with mixtapes, albums, it don't matter. You're single, whatever. Like, niggas is starving. I'm telling you, like people are starving for real music.
They are.
Like, J. Cole album was a breath of fresh air to niggas. It was like, okay, real hip-hop still exists.
Right.
It's still there. It's still here. It hasn't died. It's still here. So when I hear niggas like J. Cole, when I hear niggas like 111, when I hear niggas like my homie Chris Carter out there, when I hear niggas like Zane Alexander, I'm like, yo, hip-hop still exists. And it still keeps me going because I know, like, as long as these type of niggas is alive, then I can keep making the type of music that I grew up listening to and the type of music that I love, because there's niggas out there that can relate to it.
That's why I never got into the trap stuff, man. I always just stayed because I'm just trying to cater to the people, like you say, the people who still want to hear that sound. Because there's still the biggest market, probably the most money is in hip hop, in a sense, like underground, because people are forgetting, like, the 25 pluses. You know what I mean? The 30-year-olds, the 40-year-olds are like, damn, I want to hear some, even if they're not hearing stuff from the older rappers that used to do it. Like, if they want to listen to the young ones, they don't want to listen to them doing all that hibbida hibbida hibbida. So there's always that scope. It's like people treat the 25 plus, or let's say 30 plus or whatever, just around that age. People treat them like they don't exist, but they still need new fucking music. That's why I keep doing what I do. Do you know what I mean? Hip hop.
Yeah. Because a lot of these older cats, like I was watching an interview from Timbaland earlier, and he was talking about P.T. Pablo and Genuine, and he was like, they asked him, like, was he working with them, and he was like, it's sort of like, you know, I'm waiting on them to make a move, and they waiting on me to make a move. Like, he's waiting on them to create a sound, and they're waiting on him to create a sound. And he's like, nah. Like, I'm just going to go off of whatever it is that you come up with. Like, sometimes, like Timbaland said, sometimes you need these younger dudes around. You need the Rashads of the world to be able, because they're in tune with this sound now. So they know how to capture that audience. You gotta be able to reach out to them.
I heard that interview today, too. I mean, not today, but I heard
from the Breakfast Club, when you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. He's like, yo, like, you, and he says the same things, like, a lot of the music today don't have that feel to it. It's like niggas is just making music because it's the fad. Nobody's taking the time to even really put shit together and really put their bars together to be able to make a connection with the listener.
That interview to me was a breath of fresh air to me, because you know what I mean, the way he was talking about, you know, all the producers, how they just putting shit together. I was like, yeah, I can relate to everything he's talking about in that interview, you know?
Yes, sir.
Because
I became as a DJ, then he became a producer. He said a real producer is a DJ. You know what I mean?
Well, I've never DJ'd before, but
you did. When you make a beat, you doing it, yeah? What are you talking about? You know what I mean? You got to put that shit together to make it blend.
Yeah, especially with samples, because you got to slow it down to play with the tempo. With the
definitely with samples. So I know you can DJ. So
yeah.
You know,
I mean, I don't know how to
in front of a live audience. That's all.
I don't know the actual, because like me, I did a video like what happened to the real DJ. Like, because when I grew up, like, DJs to me, them niggas had records. Yeah. They had two turntables. They had the slider in the middle. Them niggas, like, yo, one of my favorite DJ scenes of all time. This nigga ain't even a real DJ. It's from Juice. When Omar Epps went to that DJ battle. When that nigga hit, when he was doing that pump it up track, like, yo, when the way he was scratching and mixing that shit, I was like, yo,
beat juggling. Yeah.
That made me want to DJ, but I never had the turntables. Like,
right.
I had all the records you could think of, though. My mom still got old ass records. Like, If I could get me 2 turntables, I get the whole DJ concept. It's just lining shit up, like.
Because like nowadays, like newer DJs, they just they'll make a mix beforehand and then just stand there and pretend like they're doing some shit.
Exactly.
I've seen videos where people have been trying to mix, but like you look and they ain't even plugged in, bro. Like,
Nah, you know what it is. You know what they got.
They're just turning knobs.
Nah, they got that new.
I told you last week when I was DJing, dude didn't think I was really mixing or scratching. He was like, "Yo, you ain't doing." I was like, "Yo, come over and watch this. You want to take the room?"
Nah,
come over. You want to get behind the booth? Come on, you can stand right here and scratch that shit for me.
Because you know what it is.
He was like, "Nah, I'm okay."
Nah, because a lot of niggas nowadays, man, like I seen a lot of DJs with that shit. The DJ program that come on a computer. It's like Fruity Loops for DJs.
It's like Fruity Loops, exactly. That's
it's like Fruity Loops for DJs. Like you can just plug in your tracks. You can have one track playing and then bring up another song and put it on the second track and then just slide it. That's not DJing to me.
Nah, it ain't. But I do have that
program,
Serato.
Yeah,
it is,
like.
But you can use the turntables with it also, and you can scratch with it. But I don't know about the whole Fruity Loops part. But
I'm just saying, like it's simple.
Yeah.
Like it's simple. It's so simple. I could plug into it right now and do it.
Yeah, you can, but you still gotta listen for that track to come. If you're a real DJ, you still gotta listen to that point of the track when it comes up to blend it. You just can't throw that shit on there and think it's gonna go. This shit is sound whack as hell. But there is some buttons on the board that can sync your tracks together. You know what I mean? So when you do throw it up there, you ain't gotta touch shit. Just slide the slider over, like you said. But if you really know what the hell you're doing, you ain't gotta worry about that. Where if you can't even scratch like that, if you wanted to do some extra shit in a song or try to put a triple down beat or a beat slice or something like that, you can't do it with that concept because it'll throw your shit all off. Like your shit is synced and you don't know what the fuck you're doing and you go throw that shit into a beat slice, oh, your whole shit fucked up. Now you gotta go back and try to line it up. Nah, it ain't gonna work like that. You know what I mean? Your shit is sound real fucked up. You sound like the whole party is stopped. Like, what the fuck is this nigga doing over here?
Like, you know what I mean? I love Charlotte, but they got some of the worst DJs on the radio. Like, I'll be listening to these niggas mix, and these niggas will go from a beat that's like the beat will be 140 beats per minute, and then they'll switch over to a track that's like 120, and you like, hold up, how the fuck did you do that? Like, and you can hear the transition, and I'm like, I'll hear the transition and be like, yo, that shit ain't gonna work. That shit don't even line up. It's not even the same vibe.
They don't even scratch in between or nothing. Like they don't try to do
like these niggas will just have the song playing and then they'll just blend the next one in, like slowly fade it in. I'm like, oh my god.
From the beginning?
Yeah. Or they'll do it from like the hook part. Like they'll have the one hook of the song playing and then the next hook for the next song coming in and they'll just blend it together and then bam, it'll be the hook for the next song. And I'm like, and I'm sitting here like, yo, I don't DJ, but like, damn, can I get a scratch? Can I get a can I get a or something like?
They sound like they using that app you just was talking about.
Yeah, but one thing about these DJs though, man, I don't know if you do this, Damien, but if any DJs is watching, man, please, for the life of me, do not start the track over 4 to 5 times, 8 bars in. When I get into a song, if you're gonna play it back, do that shit a bar or 2 in. Don't start the whole track over 8 bars in. I'm already in tune. I'm waiting to go to the next segment, and then you start that shit all over again. And I'm like, man, what the fuck? Like, you done fucked my whole vibe up. Like,
it's a lot of learning to this shit, yo. It's like people just be fucking up, and I mean, I'm not like the DJ guru, but I can tell when a nigga fucked up. When I go to the club,
you know you done fucked up, right?
Yeah,
you know
I want to go there and a hug, like, okay. And he's looking at me like he knows that I'm a DJ because I'm watching him. I'm watching his hands like from in the crowd, and it's like he just home in on me and shit. Like, yo, I need some help. I'm struggling, but I can't. I'm not getting paid for it. I'm not getting paid for the joint.
He's like, oh my god, it's a professional.
But it's be like, oh man, I'll be feeling bad. I'll be like, oh, I just put my head down, like, oh shit.
He knows I'm fucking up right now. He knows I'm fucking up.
He went from BGs to fucking Beyonce, I was like, whoa, yeah. You went from the Bee Gees to Beyonce, like you wilding, like you're taking a wedding.
He sounds like he's just going through the fucking alphabet. You know what I mean?
Like, nah, you gotta mix the same beat per minute, yo. You just wilding right now, like, and it's just so many rules to DJing. Like, you gotta watch the count, you gotta watch the beat per minute, you gotta watch the like on these new programs, you can tell when the voice come in because it's a different color on the screen. Like you can see like wave files, like you see if you stretched out a beat or something. It's the same thing on the screen, and you can tell when the voice is about to come in or a break. You know, if a break coming in, you can actually go ahead and switch to another song if you're doing an EDM track. If you're doing some hip hop, you might want to wait for that break and then scratch in another hip hop track, but don't go from Beyonce to fucking Bee Gees.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't go from Staying Alive to motherfucking Loving Me So Closely or something like, I don't know, some Beyonce song, Dangerously in Love or something like that. I said, I don't care who requested the song, leave that bitch off.
You know what I thought of when you were thinking of Beyonce songs? Remember when all that shit happened a couple of weeks ago, and what's it called, the Emotions? And I said the dude was staring at his screen like it's just emotions. Remember that?
I'm trying to think.
I'm trying to remember.
What's his Voldemort? Voldemort was staring at his computer screen.
Oh. That was.
Emotions taking over. Caught up in sorrow. Just one solo tear.
Oh yeah, right?
What the fuck you over doing, bro?
He said a solo tear.
Just one, just like he didn't want to cry. He didn't cry, you know what I mean? But like it was there, and just that one, just the one.
But back to the mixtapes, yo.
Yeah, back to the mixtapes.
Mixtapes, only 25 songs on a DJ mixtape, not a fucking regular mixtape.
Regular mixtape.
Because you're not a premier artist where you can put 25 fucking tracks on there and expect somebody to listen to all them motherfuckers.
Like, for me and my in-house artist mixtape, we put 21 because of how many times we kept pushing it back. We felt like we owed them way more than what we was originally about to have. So there was 21
album.
Huh?
You kept some for an album. You don't need to hear it. You should have kept some for an album.
Nah, because it wouldn't really make a difference because all those beats that I made were like old. All the beats I'm making, you know what I'm saying? Like all the beats I'm making now, I would fuck it up now. I mean, the beats were dope on the tape now. They're dope, but it's I sped right past that production stage. Now I'm making dope ass beats, so you know, you know what I'm saying? Like I zoomed right past that stage real quick, so it wouldn't make sense to keep. Well, no, as a matter of fact, you know what's funny? We did keep one. We kept one because he was engineering it one night and he lost the file. He didn't lost the file. The file got corrupted because his laptop got shut off. So I was like, damn, that's cool. We'll come back to it. We'll do it.
Damn it.
And it was a good beat too. I could have put if it wasn't for him, I would have put that shit on the site. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? But like it was
Trills.
It was good. We're actually dropping the tape tomorrow, so I'll drop the link in for you guys in the Facebook chat.
That's going on the blog, sir.
Oh, for real? You put on a blog, bro?
Anything anyone puts out, man. Hit me up with anything any of you are putting out. It's going straight on it.
I appreciate it, man, because
no worries, man.
That was just like, man, we had the idea sitting back in like in our tech ed class junior year, and then Independent first came. That was the single for it, and that was like the first real. That was one of my favorite beats, cause like I put a hell of time in that, cause it was actually for a contest. But I was like, yo, you can have this jump. You know what I'm saying? Then he made that. He went to the studio for that one. But that entire mixtape is entirely engineered by him, because we both engineered like alone. Like we did that in my house. Like we was in the basement doing alone. I'm laying down on my couch in my basement, in my studio basement like this, just chilling, like just thinking of like how good this is gonna sound. You know what I'm saying? Or we're just taking turns engineering it. But you know, enough about me. Let's talk about the mixtapes. When I get offline or off live, we'll talk about that. But
yeah. I feel like with mixtapes, I think we definitely give them a good bulk of knowledge. But it's really, if your mixtape doesn't, to all the people watching still and people who are watching back later date or whatever, your mixtape has to be you. It has to be obviously have that original sound. It's got to be quality. Like it's almost like your business card in a way. If you know what I mean. It's like people say, "Oh, what do you do?" When you say, "This is what I do," and you give them this mixtape, you don't send them, like I said, like you recorded on a potato. Do you know what I mean? Using a leaf of lettuce for a pop shield. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Hold on, talk about what the fuck?
Or if you what I
This
did,
got UK on us and shit. What the fuck you just saying?
or if you what I did back in the day, had a headband wrapped around your motherfucking microphone and shit, like
yeah, I did that shit.
Broomstick as your mic stand, like your mixtape, like Eskimo said, like it's sort of like your calling card, but also it's a way to keep fans in tune. Like Lil Wayne does the best job at that. Like he drops a mixtape when he realizes that niggas been waiting for this album for a little minute. Yeah. I gotta give them something so they like, okay, I can wait on the album because I got this. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the purpose of mixtapes. Like it's sort of like your introduction, but it's also sort of like the holdover. So niggas got. You know what I'm saying? But when you get to that status, when you get to the status where like niggas is in a holdover waiting for your album, that's when you can really pull the industry beats out and do freestyles to them and just have fun just doing you, because niggas is like, yo, I'm waiting for this album. This is what I'm really waiting for. You know what I'm saying? But I'll make do with this because I still fucks with him, so to speak.
So you gotta, like, your mixtape is pretty much your first impression. You know what I'm saying? Like you got like don't get it twisted. We don't want you to take your mixtape lightly. Your mixtape is there it's there so people can look at it as he has a body of work. It's still a body of work. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take your time with it. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever rush a mixtape. It took us 2 years to drop this tape. Now we're moving on to something bigger after this. But
it's like someone with a huge fan base. Oh, sorry, man.
Oh, you good? You good? It's cool.
I was just gonna say that like the context, the Lil Wayne or like a big artist that use a mixtape is definitely different.
He just cut out. What happened?
Yeah, he just cut out.
Okay, it wasn't just me, because that nigga just he just did a whole.
Yeah, listen, he was rolling like this. You said, the nigga looked up like.
There you go.
Yeah, let's go.
I was just saying that it's got to be leveraged in a different way. Like bringing out a mixtape now is virtually unknown. You've got to use that mixtape differently to how, say, someone who was big was bringing a mixtape out. If you know what I mean?
Yeah, like Rocco right now. This nigga, he not signed. He ain't got no album out right now, but he could put a mixtape out and get 60, 100,000 downloads easy. Just because of his buzz. Like niggas is like, yo, I need to hear that new Rocco. Exactly. Like my homeboy, my artist, he's a Rocco fanatic. That nigga is like, yo, his brother will be like, yo, Rocco mixtape just came out, and then nigga like, yo, I gotta download it on my phone, type shit. Like that's the type of buzz you want for your mixtape. It's like, yo, niggas like, yo, I gotta download this motherfucker on my phone. But the only way you can really get motherfuckers in tune with you like that is when you put, like me personally, I'm from that 90s era where like your single is the standpoint. Like you put that single out and now you get niggas in tune, man. If you put it like this, if you can't get niggas in tune with one song, don't even think about the other 20. Don't even think about it. Don't even try. Don't try to promote. If niggas ain't feeling that one
just
song that you put out,
break your heart.
Yeah, because niggas get there and be like, man, this mixtape's whack. Because I ain't like the first song, and then the first 5 songs he had on there was whack.
So just to add to what all y'all saying, you feel what I'm saying? That's like the first step in marketing. You know what I mean? When you marketing your music, that is marketing your music, because you're coming up with topics that your fans is going to want to hear, that these specific people want to hear. So that's definitely the first step in marketing. You know what I mean? Coming up with a nice thing for your mixtape, coming up with some nice subjects for your songs that you're going to talk about, shit to keep people interested. You know what I'm saying?
Like, just be creative with it, man. Even it might even bring up a series. You know what I'm saying? It might become a series. People might love it so much they want a second. They want a sequel.
Because it was. Oh, come on. Yeah, like Little B, yeah. Like it's the wackest name for a mixtape ever, but it's so fucking genius that he made a mixtape called I'm Gay. And everyone's like, what the fuck is this?
What is wrong with this guy?
But everybody wanted to go listen to it. But that is a little bit off his rocker.
That was the first Young Thug.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't go listen to that mixtape. I'm just being
No, I didn't go
personally.
listen to it. I haven't heard one track of it, but like,
yeah, I wouldn't.
You can see where the buzz came from. You know what I mean? Like everyone's like, what the fuck?
That was the start of that gay hip hop shit.
Yeah, that's the thing. He was the first one to bring it into hip hop. Oh no.
Yo, wow.
And then when everyone asked, he's like, "Oh yeah, happy." I mean, the old sense of the word. It's like back in the day, people used to say, "I'm having a gay old time," and not mean it like it means now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You having a gay old time, nigga. I ain't trying to hang with you.
Yeah, that's it.
Fuck that. Your definition of fun, and this is I wanna put this out there. This is no knock to anybody that's about that life that's watching this. I ain't got nothing against you. I'm not about that life, so I'm not going to participate in anything that pertains to that life. It's just me. I ain't about that shit. So yeah. Some of y'all, I said it on one of these hangouts, man. Some of y'all niggas think that this music industry is all fun and games, and you go to one of these parties, and then you wake up butt naked with a footie on and your butthole hurt. Y'all niggas need to know. Yo, man, listen. Some shit going on out here in this world.
No.
Oh man, who got the old ass goddamn the click TV? Who the fuck?
That sounds like it's from the 1940s or some shit.
Who got that shit on?
You know that TV that only got 12 channels and you gotta turn it click with the antenna and shit.
Your antenna at the top like that.
Yeah, only niggas from the hood would know about that TV. That floor model.
You used to have to hit the side of that motherfucker for it to work.
Hell yeah. You gotta get that goddamn signal right.
Oh man. Push it up against the wall, kick that motherfucker until it worked.
Gotta use half a roll of goddamn aluminum foil and shit.
You have to sit there stiff, just can't move. If I move, it's gonna fuck up.
Oh man. The handle missing, so you gotta get some pliers to change it.
Yup. You know, y'all niggas know what I'm talking about. That old ass TV you can't get cable on. Like one of them.
Shit, motherfuckers take remote controls for granted, huh?
Yeah. That motherfucking TV used to be a beast back in the day. Then you gotta get up, change your thoughts.
You gotta get that motherfucker warm before you watch it. You gotta wait for the tube to get hot, then you can watch a good picture of shit.
And then you had to have like a nice little lineup set up. You gotta have that good like 2-3 hour lineup so you ain't gotta worry about getting up. Like nigga, I'm gonna watch Love and Hip Hop for the next 4 hours. Nigga, I ain't gotta move. Fuck it.
The hell?
Oh man, somebody in the background snapping.
I'll probably catch up on some work, man. I gotta get some shit done.
Yeah, we ain't got
What
That nigga out there with the goddamn fucking rabbit ears on his head and shit,
it.
like.
Nah, because what it is, I hear the deer. I ain't missing this opportunity. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's dinner. That's food.
He out there with a crossbow.
So I'm going hunting. Do you know what I mean?
That nigga out there with the goddamn Darrow crossbow and shit, getting his Walking Dead on.
That's it. You know, I would show you, Brian, kind of capture case online. Do you know what I mean?
That nigga out there hunting squirrel.
That's it. You know what I mean? And if that's all that is, that's it. I'm gonna have to have squirrel. You know. I'm living like this. You don't. This is a cabin in the middle of the woods, man. That's why I can't host the call.
Oh man.
I'm playing.
Nah, cause you out there at that goddamn ice bar and shit. That's why you can't host the call.
Is he off the grid over there, motherfucker?
Yeah, you know that he in the UK. That nigga on a whole different frequency than we are. Big frequencies over there.
They don't have binary. They got some other shit over there.
Hell yeah, them niggas still using Morse code over there, right there.
Nah, we good.
So we gonna ask, man. Do we got any questions before we stab out, man? We want to know if y'all got anything to ask before we, you know, anybody that's been in tune for like the last month, y'all know, like this kind of early for us to end it off. We usually go about 9:30, 10. So
yeah, a little bit longer, but it's cool.
Yeah. I mean, it's only Eskimo they gotta leave. I mean, fuck, shit.
I gotta catch up on some work, man. I gotta do 111 site. I'm working on his website. I gotta finish off a few beats for people who want them.
You gotta go eat. We know.
Yeah, we all gotta go eat. I gotta go catch that deer. I mean, I gotta catch it before I eat it, you know. Yeah. I'm signing out. Peace, love, harmony, all that shit. Everyone out there watching, make a dope mixtape. You definitely got some fucking game today, so make sure you put it for work.
Put your mixtapes together.
Peace,
Deuces. Peace, yeah.
Peace, bro. I'll holler at you.
Hold it down, S.
Hold it down, bro. See ya.
So, I'm gonna ask y'all motherfuckers out there again. Do we got any questions? Anything anybody need to know?
Any questions?
Hey, one thing I do want to say right now, while I got the chance to say it, invite y'all friends, especially if they artists. You know what I mean? That's the best value you'll be able to get in your career. You know what I mean? That's actually you giving value. People will be like, damn, yo, you put me on with some real shit. You know what I mean? They'll be looking to you for advice. So make sure you
social
shit, man.
Yeah. It's called social currency, man. When you sharing valuable information, people look at you as a valuable person because you took the time to analyze that valuable information. Like, man, if you hear, hold on, let me see. Let me check. Let me double check. We got 5 people in right now. Like, y'all one of the smart ones. Like, y'all the motherfuckers sitting down. I don't know if y'all taking notes, but y'all at least in tune. Like, y'all sitting here learning this shit, and like that's how you grow as a person, as an individual. Like, because people look at you as more valuable. Mm-hmm. Like, for example, like from just doing this shit right here, like, you know, just giving back value, giving people tips on the music business, how shit work on the business side. I've had a couple people hit me up like, yo, I've been searching online. I almost gave up my search on looking on how this business is run until I came to your channel. And I got hooked. Like, I was stuck once I got there because you breaking down everything that I need. So if you sharing this information with people, they'll look at you like, damn, he must know what he's talking about because he went through this guy. And he's sharing it with me. So, you know, that's the definition of social currency. Like, you making yourself known as a valuable person.
Exactly. Straight through word of mouth. You know what I'm saying? It's just marketing upon marketing. You know what I'm saying? You market yourself to a whole bunch of people, and they see that you're valuable enough. They're gonna spread it and tell other people about your worth. They're gonna try to increase your worth without actually saying so. Like, I'm gonna help you. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes they'll tell you, I'm gonna help you increase your worth and stuff like that. I'm gonna help you increase your brand. But they do it like just naturally. They do it so naturally. Just like, yo, y'all gotta fuck with him. He got the dope beats. Y'all gotta fuck with him. He knows how to market. You gotta fuck with him. He know how to promote. He know how to network. All that. They're gonna tell you. They're gonna boost you. You know, so no matter what. Social currency, man.
Yeah, like word of mouth is the best marketing you can have, because like we live in an age now where we're bombarded with marketing messages. We're bombarded with that shit everywhere. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, TV, whatever. Like, you're bombarded with commercials and shit. So when you are the person that, you know, you're sharing that value, like, people can tune into you a little bit more and block out these messages. Because with word of mouth, it's somebody that actually went through the experience. Like, if you share these hangouts, you could tell people like, yo, I sat there and learned from these dudes. Like, yeah, it's 3.5, 4 hours long, but like, you're gonna want to listen to all 3.5, 4 hours, because yeah, they be on there, they be tripping. These niggas be cracking jokes, they be laughing. But in between the laughs, a nigga will drop a gem real quick, and it might be $1 million idea that you need right now.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Like, you might end up missing it just because you take something, you know, just in case you might take it for granted, you might end up missing it. You can.
Mm-hmm.
You might end up missing it. So it's important that you just pay attention, and, you know, we try our best to entertain you so you can stay focused, and so we can stay focused, because I can't be serious for too long. I gotta fucking move, bro. You feel me? Yeah. I can't just sit here like.
Anybody that's been on these hangouts for a while with us, they know, like, we some assholes. Like, we like to have fun. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing scripted. We don't have no notes. I ain't got my books out. I could pull my books out and read some notes for y'all, but like, we've been studying this shit so long, like, it's programmed in our heads. Like, we know this shit. Like, we can just go ahead and speak it. Yeah,
living it.
It's like, now we living it, and we're living it by giving it back to you. You see what I'm saying? Like, we can sit here and study all of this shit, but if we ain't got nobody to teach it to, then the information is useless.
Exactly.
So, you know, we grow by giving you this information, and then y'all come with more questions that make us do more studying, and that's how the cycle keeps going. You know what I'm saying? But on another note, want to give a shout out to the big homie at 10 Hut. I see you. The 10 Hut, man, you got to get with one of us on Facebook or Google Plus, connect something so we can keep you updated. Because he said he didn't even know he was doing one today. But I think
a lot of people didn't know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
He didn't know, but he's here. Cool. So that's a sign, like, yo,
that's cool.
When niggas been rocking with you for a little minute. Yeah, like, niggas been rocking with us for a little minute, so it's like they probably came back. 10 Hut probably went to the channel like, yo, it's Monday. I know they're doing something today. Let me go check it out.
10 Hut, add us on Facebook, man. You know what I mean? Everybody posting on their Facebook.
I'm about to post my Facebook on them right now. You feel me?
Yeah, me too. Everybody post the links.
Nah, send them the group one.
Oh, the group one? Yeah,
Yeah, the group one, so that way he can have access to everybody. So he can, you know what I mean, go ahead and get in touch with everybody in the group.
For sure. Peep that motherfucking industry. Because if you don't, use a stupid motherfucker.
Yeah, some people, like, they complain that we go too long, but you gotta understand, like, we've been, like, us as a team, we've been together for about a year, maybe longer. And anytime we get on a webinar, it's always been like 2-3 hours. So this is just what we're used to.
Come on, Fred. Come on, Track. Stop. We on there for 4, 5, 6 hours.
Listen, man. Like,
even when we ain't teaching, we in there just hanging out with each other.
Yeah, but you know what we're gonna do though. My bad, Kay. Before my bad, cutting you off. But what we're gonna do though, when we get the website up and running, like, we're gonna have these as webcasts. We'll do like an hour a piece, like these hangouts right here. We'll do some audios, do like an hour-long audio. We'll do like just chop them up as videos. So we're gonna cut them down for you once the website is up. You know what I'm saying? Probably even before that. You know what I'm saying? Just to let y'all know.
Yeah, like right now, like, think about this, man. I always think about like these hangouts. Like, if if I could sit on a hangout with a nigga like Timbaland or Pharrell or Kanye or somebody in the industry and just learn the business, I don't give a fuck how long these niggas is going.
Yeah, exactly.
These niggas could go for a full lot, because you gotta think about this shit. Like, you go to work, the average person, like, I'm quite sure that, like, the average person watching this, I know I got a job, Damien got one for, like, we, you know, we average niggas, like, we still work because we, you know what I'm saying, we still work because we not fully where we want to be, but we getting there. You know what I'm saying? We millionaires waiting on our check. You feel me? But at the same time, like, you go to work, like, anybody that's complaining about these hangouts is too long. You go to work every day to a job that you can't stand, around people that you don't fucking like, to do something that you don't even really believe in or love doing. But if you can come to a hangout for a little bit of money, but you can come to us and learn something about what you really love to do, about something that's really going to help your career, and you learning this shit for free. See, when we say invest into your education, we don't just mean money. We mean your time as well. Because you can get money back. You can lose $100 a day and get $100 tomorrow.
Yep.
But you can't lose an hour today and get that bitch back tomorrow. It's impossible.
Yeah.
Okay,
so, you know. Go ahead, bro.
Nah, I was gonna say, yo, people pay 20, 30, 50, sometimes $100,000. They take out a loan and go to school, right? Mm-hmm. And every week they got a certain amount of credit hours they gotta go to a class, and sometimes they might sit in the class for 3 hours, but they pay it. You feel what I'm saying? It shouldn't be no complaints if, you know what I mean. I understand they do get long, but when you learning, you know, it's not no time limit. You feel what I'm saying? And you getting the shit for free. You know what I mean? This is like information that, like, it'll take you at least a year to really fully grasp the concept of what we be talking about. So, you feel what I'm saying? I wouldn't, like, complaining about the time. That's a small thing. And once motherfuckers start charging you $20,000, $50,000, and you still gonna have to put the time in. So just put the time in for free and learn what you gotta learn. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, we ain't quizzing y'all.
People pay all that money to go to college and it still don't mount out the shit at the end.
Don't learn nothing. Right.
Like, I'll put it like this, man. If you're complaining,
then I came back.
if you're complaining about sitting here for 2-3 hours and this shit is free, you know what I'm saying? But you pay bills every month. You paying student loans. You doing all of that shit. Like, if us going 2-3 hours is too long for you, then you don't need to be in this business. This is not the business field for you. Because anybody that loves this shit, like this music shit, I live this shit. I eat, sleep, breathe shit, wake up and think about music and anything that pertains to it all day, every day. This is my life. So I can sit here. I turned my TV on one time a day and I watched an hour of TV. My whole day was just watching interviews from producers and artists. That's all I did all day. Why? Because it's what I do for a living. If I want to know, Tony Robbins said, if you don't know who Tony Robbins is, Google him. He said, if you want to get the results, like, basically, I'm paraphrasing, it's not a quote, but basically what he said was, if you want to get the results like a certain person, then you got to act like that certain person. You got to put yourself in that certain person's shoes. You might have to go reach out to that person and try to get in touch with them, you know, one-on-one, and really get to know who they are. That's how you become successful. So if you sitting here 3 hours and you sitting here in tune with us and you reach out to us and you talk to us on a personal level, you deserve whatever success it is that comes to you.
Mm-hmm.
Because you invested something you will never get back. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you complaining about us sitting here for 3-4 hours and doing this for free, then you damn sure gonna have a problem when we cut these webinars down to an hour and we charging niggas $30 just to attend.
Exactly.
Maybe that's what they need.
Don't complain about the free shit, because when the prices come, you can't sit here and say, Then it'll be nothing. Then it'll be something else you complaining about. Oh, y'all niggas was doing it free. Now y'all charging.
But like, wasn't you the same nigga that didn't want the shit?
But you the same nigga that ain't want to sit there for 3 hours and learn this shit for free. But you complaining when we put a charge on it and we only giving you an hour.
You gotta understand, man. Like, being successful is being disciplined, yo.
Exactly.
Being disciplined is to be successful. You have to understand that there's a lot of shit that I don't know. There's a lot of shit that Freddie doesn't know. There's a lot of shit that Kahil doesn't know. There's a lot of shit that C don't know. Damien, Eskimo, everybody. There's a lot of shit that we don't know. So the courses that we buy, the people that we study, that we like, that we look up to the most, and all the time that we invest on try to give you the information at a subliminal, at a good rate, so you guys won't have to, you know, force it all down and then eventually regurgitate it, and, you know, you don't get it down. So, you know, all the time that we invest in studying this shit for y'all, you know, is a lot longer. Research is never really finished. It's never conducted. It's not like when you conduct research, it never really finishes unless it hits the exact goal that you want. You know what I'm saying?
Listen.
Months.
We could be doing other things.
I'm not talking about no months. I mean, I'm not talking about no hours. I'm talking about straight up months. It could take years for research. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting here, and you're getting everything in 3 hours, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? You're getting everything, the rundown. We already was talking about the industry and what the fuck they gonna do to you. Now we was talking about how to make a mixtape and exactly how you should probably do it. You know what I'm saying? In 3 hours or less. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? Sit back, man. Like, understand that you gotta learn as much as you can. You want all
shit.
Somebody getting their ass whipped.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
hey, you said something about Tony Robbins. I want to slide this in real quick because it don't got nothing to do with music, but it will help you with your mindset. It's a book I read called "Awaken the Giant Within." It's a good ass book. They probably got the audio book on YouTube if you look it up, but it'll help you with like mindset, right? You know?
Also, I'm gonna say this. I did a video on this, but I kind of want to lay it out for the people that's watching right now as well. When it comes to your mixtapes, like we talk about the quality and all of that, a lot of that comes down to how you're recording. And a lot of niggas, man, like my homeboy and shit I went to high school with, I listened to this song, he tagged me in a day. And the niggas sound exactly how he sounded in high school, like when we used to record. Like, there's no breath control. It's just like he's just rapping and then he'll stop and then he'll try to catch up on bars and shit like that. Like, there's this book I started reading. It's called The Science of Breath. And what you got to understand is that when you're spitting, when you're rapping, you also have to know how to fuck to breathe while you're rapping. So one of the tips that I gave, I seen Diddy doing this to the group, the band that not the band, Day 26 that he had made. And he had them niggas running on treadmills singing. Like they was at a live performance. Like running full speed, singing a fucking heart out. But what that does is it helps your breath control. Because if you're running and you got to sing as well, you're going to learn how to control your breathing in order to get a certain amount of notes out until it's time for your next breath and be able to do that shit fluently. Because when you out there performing, I performed, I battled, I've done performances. Like when you perform, you don't realize how much energy you exert and how tired you get until you on stage. And by then it's too late. Like, nigga, you'll be on stage, like, especially if you type of nigga that smoke. I smoke, so I remember performing with my nigga and I'm on stage. I got done my verse. I couldn't wait for the hook to come in because I was ready to pass the fuck out. Like, so here's a tip. If you want to help with your breath control, this will help with your recording. This will also help you save time and money. Because a lot of niggas fuck up on their verses because they can't control their breathing. So, a tip. You ain't got no treadmill, you ain't got to go to the gym. Do jumping jacks and spit your verse like you on stage.
Mm-hmm.
Do jumping jacks and spit your verse like you in a booth recording with the same intensity and everything. And you will notice that while you doing them jumping jacks and you trying to fucking breathe and spit, you really don't have the control of your breath that you thought you had. And over time, you'll start to learn how to control that shit. Like, and you'll learn how to breathe when you in a booth. Because, listen, if you in a booth and it takes you 20, 30 takes to finish a fucking verse, that means you either don't know that shit or you ain't got the stability, the breath stability to be able to keep that shit going. So, like, breathing is very, because, I mean, you listen, you can go a couple of days without some food. You can go a couple of weeks, you know what I'm saying, without eating or drinking. Nigga, you can't go an hour without breathing.
3 minutes for that matter.
So, exactly. Like, nigga, you stop breathing right now. Nigga, somebody cut off your oxygen supply, nigga, it's a wrap for you in 3 minutes. Like, you better find some breath somewhere. So, yeah, when you're recording, you got to learn how to breathe. You got to learn how to, and that will save you so much money. Because you can go to a studio and book an hour session and knock out 2 to 3 songs.
Right.
If you know what you're doing. You see what I'm saying? If you go in there and you got your breath right, you can go in there, bam, one take shorty. Bam. Knock your verse out. I used to fuck niggas up with that. I'll go in the studio and do feature tracks, and I'll go in a booth and spit one take. Niggas like, what the fuck? How you do that? Like, nigga, because I practice my breathing.
Yeah.
Because breathing is very important.
Yo,
it's very important.
It's one thing, like, let's say you got a really good engineer that chop up your mess ups and could make your verse sound good if you do like 3, 4 takes, 5, 6 takes, you know what I'm saying? But it's another thing to perform it, because even if your recorded track sounds good, you're still gonna have to perform it and have it down pat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You don't want to be on stage like and shit with a tank next to you and shit.
I heard something from Ice-T, what he said he used to do with his tracks when he record. And this is another great tip too, because I tell this to my artists. If you take your recordings, right, if you go to a low budget, like a pre-recording studio, like let's say you got a home studio, that's where you want to do a lot of your practicing at. You know what I'm saying? Record your songs, listen to them, learn them, know them, live them inside and out. So when it comes time to go record the final take, like the take that you're trying to put out to the public, when you go to actually spit that song, you're not just rapping it. Like, you could tell if a motherfucker's sitting in a booth and reading shit off his phone, or if he's reading shit off his paper, or if that nigga really spitting and he know his shit.
This is hard.
Yeah, you can't tell.
You know what I'm saying? You can tell the difference. It's the
energy
feeling.
Yeah, the
exactly.
energy. Yeah.
So if you know your shit front to back, inside and out, and you go in and you record that shit, you'll actually record it like you're performing it on stage, and it will come through. And when people hear it, they can hear the energy. They can hear everything that was put into it, because they like, you know, we can understand it because, you know, we've been studying this shit for a long time, but people can pick up vibes and frequencies. And if you not really feeling the shit that you spitting, the person listening to it is not going to feel it, because the person that's delivering it is not feeling it. So you want to know your shit. Like, people call Jay-Z a genius because he can spit his shit off the top of the dome, but I watch videos of Hov. Like, Hov will go over his shit over and over and over until he really got that shit down pat, till he got that one take. It's like, all right, I'm ready. I don't need you to punch me in, because punching in will fuck up the flow of the song. You want to be able to have that shit one take where you like, all right, I'm focused, I got this shit, I'm feeling this shit, bam, let's go. And then you go in and you actually perform that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, your music transition, music is nothing more than a transfer of energy. And we gotta understand that shit. It's a transfer of energy, and people can feel your energy when you're recording, when you're spitting. Like Zane, I've been using Zane this whole fucking night, but I can feel his energy in that Lauryn Hill track. Why are you doing it? Without even having to be in a booth with him. Like, it feels like when he recorded that song, he went over that shit 1,000 times. You know what I'm saying? Like, he recorded it, he spit that shit over and over and over to the point, like, he can spit that shit in his sleep.
The video tight, too. Shout out to Zane. I seen it, too.
I fucks with that. Like, I listen to that nigga, like, one day I working out, and I just went through that nigga whole playlist. Like, his shit hot. Like, he got this one track where he harmonizing, like, he just, like, and he's shooting, like, the video was, like, shot to the city. I think it's Fayetteville, like, it's just, like, he got shot to the city, he just in there, like, harmonizing with that shit. I was like, yo, this shit hot. Because it gave me that feel of, like, the old Bone Thug, like, like that old Bone Thug feel, like, them niggas could actually harmonize. They ain't got to try to sing. They just harmonize with it. You know what I'm saying? And it's vibeable music. Like, I love that type of shit.
Yo, what you said earlier, yo, that shit relate, yo. I done seen it, yo. Like you said, cause like what you talking about, yo, you really can save a lot of money when it comes to recording time. Cause I done seen people going in the studio and they got 2-3 hours they grade go and they get one song done, maybe two, maybe 1.5. So that what he talking about is crucial. If you can go in there and knock out 3 songs in an hour, man, you'll save so much money.
Listen.
And speaking while I'm talking about that right now, I got free recording time on my website if you want to try that out. But yeah, cause recording time, that's going to eat up a nice little chunk of your bill. And if you try and really invest, you need to like save wherever you can.
You gotta learn how to budget. Learn to budget your investments. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of artists are scared to invest because they simply don't know how to budget. They don't know how to budget. You know what I'm saying? Well, no, that's not even the reason. They just don't want to buy shit. But really, the ones who are serious, who partially buy things, they don't know how to budget. Learn how to budget your music. Learn how to budget your investments.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to, because if you don't, you're gonna be spending a lot of money. You feel what I'm saying? Just because you don't know exactly what you need to buy, what you don't need to buy, what you need to cut. What your expenses are, so you don't know what to watch for, and then you're sitting at home like, damn, I fucked up. I could have used that for my bill. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But you never know. Sometimes that could just happen. It could open up a door for something else to happen with your music. So I'm not saying go broke, but I'm saying,
No, but like I like how you said like budget your money. Like I want to give a shout out because I just seen him I just seen that he just checked in. Shout out to Matthew Clive, man. Like, he hit me up. He hit up the group chat and asked. He just asked, like, yo, can somebody set up, my capture page for me? And I told him I'll set up his whole funnel. And after I set up the funnel for him, like, he paid me for to set it up and everything. Like, I started his Get Response account. And then he came to me and was like, yo, fuck it. I want to buy the guerrilla warfare package off, from your website, and that's $100 a month. But his whole idea, I see where he's coming from. Smart business people know if I don't know how to do something, I get people around me that know how to do it.
Exactly.
Henry Ford, listen, this is what niggas need to know. Henry Ford never made a fucking car in his life. A black man was the first man to make a fucking a drivable vehicle. Henry Ford was just the first person to actually mass produce a vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
But he said, I read his autobiography when I was booked. He said his whole thing was how he got rich was he got people around him that knew how to do the things he didn't know how to do.
Exactly.
You don't gotta know everything. If you don't know shit about promotion, hit me up. I'll do your promo for you. It's gonna cost you, but at the end of the day, you'll be satisfied because it's like, yo, I ain't gotta sit back and learn because promo it's not as easy as you think it is. It's easy to me because I've studied this shit for over 2 years.
Easy once you got a foothold.
I have nothing to promo, but I know to come to you. Or you are Esco.
Yeah, but like to somebody that don't understand promo, like you got motherfuckers that are promoters that don't understand online promotion.
Right.
They don't understand it. They think it's just paying for fake likes and charging people a certain price, charging like, okay, they'll pay $10 for some fake likes, right? But they'll charge you $30 to make a $20 profit. Like that's their idea of promotion. Instead, you come to me, you pay me $50. You get a spot on my blog, and I promote your shit to my Twitter list, to my email list, to the Facebook group, to the Facebook fan pages, GetRichRapping.com fan page, Peep the Industry fan page. Like, nigga, you are guaranteed to get your shit seen by people that actually like hip-hop music.
Real people.
Real people, not fake ass people. When you pay for these likes, you're not getting people that actually like music.
Somebody that went on there, set up an account with Gmail, you know what I mean? Opened up Facebook or Twitter, no picture. They might have a little phony little picture they found online. Dummy account.
Yeah. Or niggas will do this. Like, see, this is what I mean by sticking around and staying in tune with the information, because we drop a lot of jewels at ungiven times. Like, we don't know when we're dropping. I see this hustle a lot online. It's this site called Fiverr. We know about it because we use it. Logos, SEO for your website, promotion, everything. Niggas will charge you $30 for a promo campaign and go to Fiverr and get that shit for $5.
Word is bond.
And it'd be and on top of that, it'd be fake likes. It'd be fake YouTube subscribers. It'd be fake Twitter followers.
That's the type of promotion you not want to promote. You do not want to invest in that shit. Don't ever get no package for no fucking likes. And I say this with a passion because I see so many people wasting their money, dog. Like, really, you could be buying a lease of a beat that you like, but you didn't want to buy it because you want to purchase SoundCloud likes and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on,
go ahead, bro.
Yeah, you want to know the reason why? Well, my bad. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Freddie.
Well, I was gonna say, you want to know the reason why that fake likes are not good is because it's people that are not gonna engage with you. You know what I'm saying? Not only is it not fans of your music, but it's people who don't even care. So you got 100 to 1,000 people liking your page or liking your music. You know what I'm saying? But it's people that are paid to do so. So they don't care. They're waiting for the next gig to come in to like the next person's page. They're not going to engage with you. They're not going to spend no money with you. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's not a good idea to buy fake likes.
Like, you'll
fake
get
views.
You'll pay $10 for 10,000 fucking Twitter followers, right? And 9,995 of them are network marketers. They don't know shit about hip hop. They don't know shit about music. They don't know nothing. It's just that this person got their account linked to theirs and they're putting their shit out there, and motherfuckers is saying that they're promoting it. Or the alternative is you can come buy a beat lease. You can pay $27 for a beat lease and get a fucking promo package along with it.
Exactly.
You buy an exclusive off of me, you get the Guerrilla Warfare package for free immediately.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? Like, niggas, like, you gotta understand, like Rashad said, man, you gotta be mindful of where you're making your investments.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna spend money, it has to be worth it.
It gotta be. It's a good tool to use whenever you're about to invest. Just ask yourself this question: would this really, like, how would this benefit my business? How would this benefit my music? How would this benefit the return? Like, what type of return would I get back from this investment? That's the only question you should ask yourself. What do you see that comes into your mind when you ask yourself that question? If you see a lot of good things, and you feel like your gut's telling you, yeah, I think I should get it, I think you should get it. Because obviously, your subconscious is telling you something. Your subconscious transport that shit and print it out of your fucking forehead. That's what I always think it is. It's like, There you go. And you grab it, you're like, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? You're going to take that motherfucker. Because whether you like it or not, your subconscious is always working. You know what I'm saying?
It's always right. It never sleeps.
It never sleeps. You know what I'm saying? Because if your subconscious didn't work, then we would have to be careful because we will have to, like, know when to breathe. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you sleep, you know how to breathe. You just know how to breathe when you sleep. That's because you're subconscious. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you will have to make your heart beat.
Exactly.
Exactly. You have to think about it. Like, all right, I need my heartbeat now. I need you to beat now. It's not gonna happen.
No.
Like, I'm gonna give you a good example of like knowing how to invest. I got hit up by this site like 2 weeks ago, and they said they came across my music or whatever, and they wanted to like kind of feature me on their blog, but they wanted me to do some shit for their clothing line, like represent their clothing line. I'm looking up for the email now, so just give me a minute while I try to find this shit. But for the blog post, like to get blog coverage, it's $50. But they email it to their list, which is over 53,000 subscribers.
Damn.
And for $90, I can get the blog coverage as well as something else. I'm trying to find this motherfucking email because I was thinking about doing it, but I presented to the panel first, and I was like, yo, y'all think I should do this? But they didn't have no actual numbers yet, like how much it would cost. It's called Rude Boy Clothing. That's the name of their clothing line. I've heard of it before. I've seen people wearing it. Like if you go to their Instagram, they got over 20,000 followers. You know what I'm saying? Their Facebook page got over like 60,000 likes on it. They got people actually wearing their clothes. The promo package is for $50 they do a sponsor article. For $90 they do a sponsor article plus it's promoted. And you get, they said the article will be emailed to 54,000 subscribers and featured on the front page of their website. And they'll email me clothes, and they'll mail me clothes to actually like rock, and then they'll promote it through their website. So me thinking, me being a businessman, I'm thinking like, okay, 54,000 subscribers. I did my homework, did my research. I checked their accounts. What does their Twitter look like? What does their Instagram look like? What does their Facebook look like? They got good numbers. They got people actually rocking their shit and they're promoting it. So in my eyes, they're credible. So if I pay $90, I'm thinking like this. I pay $90, I'm getting exposed to over 54,000 people.
Good investment.
That's a damn good investment. I'm getting exposed to over 54,000 people. And this is a company, these is people that I didn't even reach out to. They reached out to me. So you got to understand, like, there's opportunities will come every single day. Every day. It's up to you to be aware of them.
Up to you.
It's up to you to sit back and say, all right, is this a good investment of my money or is this a bad investment? If you're paying for fake likes, ask yourself, do these people even know who the fuck I am? Do they even know me? Like, do they give a fuck about what I'm doing? Or you can say, look, I'll pay $50 to K Felon, or I'll pay $50 to Eskimo, and I know for a fact that these people listen to hip-hop music.
Exactly.
I know for a fact. I know this person. I know something about this person. I follow this person, so I trust their word. So if they say they're going to promote my shit to other people, then it's going to be to other people that trust this person's word. Because if I trust them, then there's other people out there that might trust them as well. So I'll put my money there. The numbers is not guaranteed. I'm not going to guarantee you pay me $50. I'm going to get you 10,000 subscribers. No.
Disclaimer.
I'm not going to guarantee. I'll be an asshole to say that.
Disclaimer.
No. What I will tell you is that if you pay the $50 to me, I could set up your funnel for you, but then I'll teach you how to, like Matthew, he asked me, he said, okay, if I get the guerrilla warfare package, how do I actually get people on my list? Well, this is what you do. You go back, you watch the Art of Networking webinar, and you take notes. And everything that we said in there, you go out there and do it. And you'll start getting people on your list.
You'll start seeing some good results. Because these are results that we tried, and these are results that work. That's why we talked about it. We're not going to tell you some shit that didn't work. If we're telling you some shit that doesn't work, we're only comparing and contrasting to the shit that does work and what doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? So understand that.
Crash and burn for you. You ain't got to crash and burn.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You know, we already crashed and burned. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we already ate the fucking pavement. Just to be like, all right, I'm good. Now I know what to do.
I'm gonna summarize what you said a little bit more, because is one point that need to be really made out of this. Like, you pay $90, like you used the example, you pay $90 and you get 54,000 subscribers. You know, it'd be kind of pointless if you paying that type of money, and because we talking about investments. Now, if you pay this type of money and you don't even have a product that you can sell to make your $90 back, like, that'd be pointless. So the whole purpose of these 54,000 subscribers, like, shit, like 10 of them gotta buy something.
Exactly.
You gotta have some product on there that's gonna bang.
Now you paying for free. Nobody's gonna buy anything. You know?
Yeah, because they're not invested in whatever it is you're selling. All right, so a 10 Hut said, hypothetically speaking, what should we do with the 1,000 in promotion budget then? I would say, like, honestly, man, like, if you got a stack, get some listen, because I'm gonna put this in my guerrilla warfare package. You pay me $100. My guerrilla warfare package is, I promote your shit on my blog every week for a month. All of this is monthly. I promote it on my blog, through my blog, for a month. I promote it through my Twitter for a month. I promote it through my fan page for a month. And with the guerrilla warfare, I'm going to throw ads in there. So I'll do your ads for you. I'll set up your ads. I will set up the message and everything, and I will target the people, because when I do promo for artists, I listen to their music and I try to figure out an artist, like 5 to 10 artists that they sound like. Who could I compare your music to? Because this is the one thing a lot of we should have said this in the beginning, but a lot of niggas need to know this.
A nugget.
Yeah, a lot of niggas need to know this. If I can't compare your music to somebody, I don't want to hear it. If I ask you, because I read this in a marketing book. If I ask you, who does your music sound like, and you say a sound like no other, I'm not even going to take my chance on listening to it. Because I can't compare it to something. But if I come to you and I say, what does your music sound like? Like, if I was to sit, like, for example, we've been using Zane all night. If I was to do an ad for Zane, and I was sitting back and I'm trying to think of who his music sounds like, I could say it's a blend. I could say it's like Nas mixed with some Rakim and like a new age, like Busta Rhymes or some shit, or like a new age Pac. It's like it's a blend of Nas and Busta Rhymes and Tupac smashed together. You hear that combination, you like, hold the fuck up, I want to hear this shit. Word. The fuck does he got going on? You feel what I'm saying? Like, your music has to be comparable to somebody. Somebody has to be able to say, you know what, when I hear this music, I get the feeling of this artist right here. You see what I'm saying? So if you're going out there and you're trying to do promo, I would say do promo with people that actually loves the craft, that loves the music. If you're paying your money to somebody who's not even a fan of the genre, then you're shooting in the dark, because you don't even know this person's full intentions. But if you come to somebody that love the craft, I love good music. I love hearing new hot shit. So if you come to me and say, yo, I want you to do promo for me, then I'm going to take my time and I'm going to actually go above and beyond the call of duty to actually put your shit out there, because your shit might be the type of shit I want to hear on the radio.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
But don't, not to cut you off, but don't forget about promoting your shit locally too, because you know.
Don't forget about the offline hustle. Never forget your offline hustle, because offline hustling is it has always been an easy thing, because you know it's upfront and it's personal. It's a little bit harder now because everybody's on the computer, but people are surprised. So it's actually a little bit easier now, because people are like, oh, for real, you got a mixtape? for sure. How much? Sometimes they might ask. Sometimes, just give them a price. Maybe scale it underneath if they don't want to pay the full price. Be like, all right, if you won't make a quick dollar, you know what I'm saying? But never forget your offline hustle, because offline is about the same amount as online. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's opportunities. You never know who you're gonna meet. You might run into one of your favorite managers in the game. You might even run into
those open mics, hand them mixtapes out. You know what I mean?
Exactly. You might run into one of your favorite artists.
But at the same time, it is imperative, like, that you get your online hustle on point. Because if you go to open mics, right, but you got your online shit buzzing, like, niggas, because listen, we on Facebook, we on Twitter, like, you got niggas page. You got niggas just trolling your status updates and shit. They trolling your music. Like, they just checking to see what you're doing. Like, people listen.
Right.
If your online shit is jumping, right? If you got 5,000 loyal fans, you got 5,000 people that's like, yo, I fucks with this dude. Like, I fucks with their music. I fucks with his movement. You see what I'm saying? When you go offline, and people know you from being online, it makes your offline hustle 10 times easier. Because what we got to understand is that everything is online nowadays. See, we sit here and we say offline. Yeah, that's cool. But you have to get your online shit together. Because this is everybody is.
Yes, you do.
You have to.
Like, niggas go to the clubs, niggas go to the open mics. But when niggas go to open mics, they're trying to go hear shit that they done heard already. See what I'm saying? Like, if you go to an open mic and a motherfucker be like, yo, and you go perform and a nigga be like, yo, I heard this shit online. Yo, I fucks with this song. You got clout.
True.
Right there.
It's like a business card. You know what I mean? Like, most time you hand your business card at open mics, they're going online to look at your shit anyway. They ain't going to call you the next day and look at your shit. Like,
right.
You got some online shit going.
Exactly. Like, A&Rs, like, labels is not signing niggas unless they know what your online hustle look like. Unless they can verify it. You can say you grinding offline all day, but online statistics speaks volumes. If I can go online and I can look at your following, and I could say, and I can look and see, okay, he got 5,000, 10,000 followers, but they're loyal followers.
Mm-hmm.
There are people that actually respond to his shit. I see people retweeting him, favoring his tweets, sharing his content. This person is valuable. You see what I'm saying? As opposed to you saying, yo, my offline game, I'm grinding, I'm out here grinding, I'm doing my work, and then niggas go online and you got 10,000 fake ass subscribers, and about 10 of these only 10 of these motherfuckers actually respond to anything that you put out. Now niggas is looking at like, okay, like, what is this nigga doing? Like, is he actually paying for these fake likes? Like, did he just pay? Like, fake likes, like, this is how motherfuckers gotta look at shit. If I come to your site today and you got 20 followers, and I come to your shit tomorrow and you got 20,000, nigga, it's something wrong.
Duh.
You ain't built that big of a buzz in 24 hours.
Right, there's no way.
I'm not gonna say it's impossible, but nah. Nigga, you ain't do that.
That's the type of shit Facebook shut you down for. Facebook shut
Twitter,
you down for that type of activity.
YouTube, them niggas will shut you down. They will shut your whole account down, like you're troll. Like, I forgot what it's called, but they will literally shut your accounts down.
Mm-hmm.
Now you done paid these niggas $30 for 20,000 likes, and you got your Facebook, Twitter, Instagram,
all that just to get that shit deleted.
All shut down. Now you gotta start from square
one.
Right.
They just finessed you out your bread. You know what I'm saying? Because you just paid
for up your brain, yo.
You just paid for a fake ass package. Come on now, man. Like, I be seeing hella dudes like, man, I just made 10,000 plays in like 1 week and shit. 10,000 with like 8 likes and like 4 reposts. Exactly. The number's not adding up. When the number's not adding up, it's not real. Like, come on now. 10,000 people. You're gonna at least get 300 likes 500 along that line. You're gonna get a good amount of likes that look reasonable. This
10,000
motherfucker had 10 likes. 10 motherfucking likes.
If you ain't got at least 1,000 plus engagement, nigga, you're fraud.
Oh yeah, you frauding, bro. And if you fraud, you know what that happens, right? Your brand is tarnished.
Yep.
And if you are watching this, you know who you are. Alibaba.
Right back.
Leave that man alone, yo.
I had to tie it all together because that's exactly what the fuck happened. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
Hey, look, I'm surprised I ain't getting this question right. I mean, I don't know if it should be a surprise or not, but look, we should answer this about getting a mixtape mastered. How important is it?
It's very important.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you should treat it like an album.
Hold on. I'm going to say this. If you have the budget to get it mastered,
do so.
Get it mastered. But if you don't
worry about it.
Go to an engineer that can give you the highest quality possible without it being mastered. Because a lot of niggas need to know this. Artists and producers. Producers, you don't ever, I gotta sit down. You don't ever master your beats.
Never.
I told these niggas that you don't master a beat, you master an album.
Master is the process that happens after the artist records the song and is sent to a specific studio for mastering. You do not master a beat. Ever.
Guilty.
Ever. Never do you master a beat.
Caught in the room.
I didn't really master it.
Okay, you can give it a
because you don't know where the engineer is gonna put. You know, putting a voice over a track is very, 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 very yes. But you gotta like melt the voice over. So the engineer is gonna tear apart the beat anyway to put certain echoes or whatever. And if you got it mastered with some crazy ass reverb shit in it, you know what I mean? It's gonna sound all fucked up because now you can't even hear the person's voice. Believe me, I dealt with it many a time.
Oh yeah.
People come to me without the stems and shit, or they come to me with some bullshit ass fucking tracked out shit. I'm like, who the fuck? Who did this?
Who did this?
I can't even put your shit over it because your voice is not even like. Then I have to go back and tear apart. I had an argument with this dude, this other producer, because he got mad at me because I told him that he didn't he was using Fruit Loops. No disrespect to anybody who uses Fruit Loops. But he was trying to master a track on there. I said, you're limited with Fruity Loops to master, first of all. And when you hand it to me, it's all got all these VSTs and shit that I can't even fucking tear apart because I don't have the stems that you master it and now it's solid. You know what I mean? Like it's done. You know what I mean? How you it's rendered a track or whatever.
Yeah. You know what? I think that the biggest thing that has set back the home producer is the sound goodizer. You know what I'm saying? Because be like, oh, this track sounds so. Let me just put the sound goodizer and it's good. You know what I'm saying?
What? How dare you?
What the hell is a sound goodizer?
Yeah, it's one of them. It's one of them modules in Fruity Loops.
It's a Fruity Loops module that makes your shit sound retarded dumb. Like it fucks up your mix instantly because it makes everything maximized. Everything. Oh, damn. I never ever fucking use that shit because it is a cancer. Okay.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Never.
It's a cop out. I mean, because you're not. First of all, like Kay said, you're not supposed to master a beat. And then second of all, I remember, like my friend Kyle, when he started making beats, he was like, all right, should I master this beat or should I master the bass line and then put it in the beat? I was like, dude, don't master anything. You know what I'm saying? That's for the master and engineer after the artist already put his lyrics on it. You know what I'm saying? So when you got, oh, look at this dog put his ass in the shot. But anyway, the sound goodizer, and then you got the master and plugins and Reason. You know what I'm saying? Those things are a cop out because, like, all right, let's say in Reason you got the producers who do instrumental tracks, and you want to master your track. That's still a cop out because you don't master one track. You master 5 to 10 tracks. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because you master this one track, and then you master the next one track. They're gonna sound different. They're not gonna sound coherent. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I mean, if somebody gonna pay me to master a track, I'm gonna still do it because I know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? But you're supposed to master like the whole mixtape or the whole album together so that the sound is coherent. You know what I'm saying? Because mastering is not just throwing the sound goodizer or throwing the isotope mastering plugin. It's a whole process. You're supposed to EQ everything to sound good, compress everything to make everything sound even before you even throw on the limiter. You know what I'm saying?
That's what you should do first at all.
Yeah.
Before you do anything else.
Because that's how the whole Loudness War started. Like if whoever's watching don't know what the Loudness Wars are, producers know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, all like new home producers be like, oh, I want it loud. I want it loud. So they're gonna master.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
No, you don't. I'm telling you, you'll blow your speakers out.
Yeah.
I done it when I first started. I'm telling you, I wanted my shit loud as hell. Bass knocking. That shit was whack after a while. I was like, nah, I gotta get right. I gotta learn some shit. I gotta learn some shit before I even come. I'm tired of my speakers burning the fuck out.
Yeah, so. and then you know what happened? The next producer be like, oh, his is loud. I want mine louder. So they're gonna limit it. Like they're gonna throw the limiter on it, put it down to like 16 dBs, and have that like bust people's speakers. Yeah.
Maximize the 40 gigahertz and shit.
But shit, what I learned about the loudness thing is that you want to listen on like a medium level, and it's not all about the loudness more than it's about the effects. The effects is what give it that value. You know what I'm saying? The lower it is kind of like is the better it is because there's more headroom for whoever gonna master it or whoever gonna mix it later. You know, more room for them to play with.
Yeah, it's actually a term. I forget what it is, but I learned this in audio school. It's a term, right? Like when you mix, you want it to sound like you want it to be actually low, and then if you like listening loud, you just put the end output loud enough at a comfortable level that you're good with. But you want the actual mix to be quiet. You know what I'm saying? You want it mad low, because when it's low, you get like the more accurate sound. When it's loud, the mids come louder, and then what you're gonna do is bring the mids down. Then when the volume comes back low, you lose all the mids. You know?
Hey yo, I think you gave too much information. You gotta cut that. Say that for a course.
Well, you know what? That's for the people who've been sticking with us this long. What is it? 3 hours already? If you've been sticking with this long, you just got a gold nugget.
Yeah. For real. A couple of gold nuggets. Don't make this shit so loud. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I just like, I don't like that whole mastering a beat or mastering a track. It just like hit a nerve with me.
Nope. I feel you.
Yeah.
I've been in that predicament a couple times, man.
Word. But if you pay me to master one track, I'll master that track. And it's going to sound good, radio ready, loud enough. It's going not going to be competed in the loudness wars, but it's going to be loud enough. You know? So I'm the right person. Anybody in this panel is the right person to do your mastering. And if it's not us, you better know who your engineer is, and you better know their quality.
Yep.
I can do it.
Like all my dubsteps, I master myself, but I wouldn't dare master any of my beats at all. Like, I would just leave that alone until I get an artist on it. Then I'll master it with the with my board over here. But other than that, I don't master that shit.
Yeah, like for my beats for sale, I don't master those. What I'll do is just for like the demo, just for demo purposes, I'll just throw a limiter on it and bring the volume up.
Exactly.
You know, to a nice level. But the beat itself is not going to be mastered. So if whoever buy a beat, they get the unmastered track, because you know, whoever going to engineer the recording is going to have to bring the volume up after that anyway.
Yep. And if you get a fucked up engineer, he ain't gonna do that. Your shit goes down fucked up. That's why you should come to the person who made the beat or whatever. That is a true producer that knows what the fuck he's doing, because he'll mix and master and everything for you. He knows what the sound is supposed to be like. He's gonna work with you and with your voice over the track. You know.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna be like you just rapping over a track and then that's it. No, I gotta work with you, because you're like, I say emotions over sound, because some people, some artists get emotional on a track, and and then I have to they get emotional like Carl Thomas on the track sometimes, some R&B singers or so, you know, and then I have to master it over.
Yeah.
You know, if I already had a track that's already rendered or capped, I can't do nothing. Now you got to still deal with the fucking track the way it is. So you done gave me a rendered track that's already sealed and dealed, mastered to what the other producer sounds and his speakers sound like in his lab. It comes to my lab, now it sounds totally fucked up. Because, you know, there's different ranges of speakers and different areas and with the size. There's a lot of shit that matters into that, you know what I mean?
Definitely.
I don't know if y'all said this, but the best way to do it, like if you're talking about getting anything mastered, the best way to do it is whatever engineer, studio you can send it to. And if you want to get your shit mastered, you can send that shit to fucking, what is it, disc makers. They charge $100 to master.
Yes.
An extra $30 to embed the ISRC code. So the best way to do it, if you got a song that you're trying to get mastered, fully mastered, I would say tell the producer to send the beat tracked out, dry. No effect.
What did you say? You said that earlier.
Straight. Send the vocals, like when you go to the studio and you record it, record the song, but send everything dry. But
dry as hell, like enough.
You can tell the engineer, you can
powder.
No, tell them to put the effects on it, how they want it to sound. Like how the producer heard the beat in his head, how he heard the sounds and everything. They send that version, like you'll send the beat mixed down, how the producer heard it, like how they want it mixed down. You'll send that version along with everything dry, so that way when the engineer get in, he hear it, he's like, okay, this is the direction he was going with this. And you can put it in there in the notes, like, yo, with the horns, with the brass or whatever, I wanted like a reverb to make it sound like it's live. I wanted that reverb on it. So however you have to do that. And just put little notes in there on how you want shit done, so when they go in and master it, they put the effects on there the right way. Everything blends together.
Like you have to specify that, because I got an example, right? I had a beat and I recorded the artist's lyrics over that beat. So it's my beat and my recording of the artist's lyrics. But I didn't mix the track. The track had to get sent out to get mixed, and I specified to put, to put delay and reverb on everything, and even my brother played the electric guitar. And I bounced it down to the way I heard it in my head. The dude who mixed it didn't put no reverb or no delay, because the thing had to, the whole premise of the beat and the lyrics was it's supposed to sound spacey. You know what I'm saying? So a guy had to sound like he was in a big open space echoing his stuff. That was the whole premise, that was the whole concept of that particular song. And my brother's electric guitar, it sounded much better with the delay and reverb. It came back, there was no delay or reverb, and my brother's guitar sounded dry. I was like, you know what, this is whack. I specified, put the delay and reverb, and now it don't sound like anything it was supposed to. It totally negated the whole concept of the track, I told the dude, I was like, you should have just let me mix it. So anyway, I did my own mix on it anyway, and I put that on my blog, on my website that's coming up. So when the website is done, y'all can hear it.
Yeah, that'd be hot. When I do my EDM tracks, I mix and master my own shit, but
yeah, like always understand, man. Like when you're dealing with online, when you're dealing with putting your music out, no song that you do is ever going to be mastered unless you send it to a professional master recording studio. That's the only time your shit is going to get mastered. So when you hear these songs from the big name artists, their shit is mastered. Their shit is mad because when you master a song, what the mastering studio does is they get rid of all the they compress all the dynamic range, they get all of the pops and the hisses and everything out of your vocals. So no matter what medium you listen to it on, you can listen to it in headphone speakers on your iPod or your phone. You can listen to that shit on your laptop. You can listen to that shit in, in a studio with the big speakers. It's going to sound the same no matter where you play that. That's what mastering is. It's going to sound exactly the same no matter where you play it at. So, if you're trying to get
that's what I told you. To make that shit so when you go in your car, you hear it the same way you hear it in your studio. Your mixtapes I'm talking about. Don't have your shit blaring on one end and the other end you can't even hear them niggas. The shit's so damn loud, all you hear is rah, 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 rah. I'm like, what the fuck is that? I thought I was at a rock concert and shit.
The frequencies are tricky. Like they real tricky. And if you don't understand them, like I'm still learning about mixing, man. Like that shit is
it's crazy.
It's hard as shit. Like,
it is, but I mean, if you you gotta study that shit for a while.
It's hard as a motherfucker. Like I made a course.
It's time consuming. Try mixing an EDM track. That should take forever.
Oh man, the track that me and fucking Freddie did, man. I'm sitting here. It took me 45 minutes to figure out how I was gonna mix it. I'm like, yo, this nigga got like 10 tracks of goddamn instruments. How the fuck am I gonna? So nigga, I had to pan something. Yeah, like 10 instruments. I'm like, all right, these two gonna get 25%. These two gonna get 75. This one right here gonna get automated. It's gonna pan back and forth the whole track. This one gonna get this much. I had to figure out how to pan it first before I could even mix it.
Oh man, when you get to I'm telling you, EDM is like crazy, and that's where your practice comes in because you wanted to sound.
I'm glad you did because I know I had a lot of tracks on it.
Nah, but
I just mixed one of my tracks. It's got 37 tracks on it.
Oh shit.
Yeah, mine too.
See, the thing about mixing them type of beats, like what I learned is that, like the way I did the panning on that beat, because I'm gonna have to do it all over again anyway. But the way I did it is like any sound that was in the same frequency range as another sound, I panned it.
Yeah.
So if a sound for all the producers watching, if you got two sounds where the bulk of the sound is prominent at, let's say, 3,000 hertz. If these two sounds is prominent at 3,000 hertz, if you keep a monotone, you're not going to be able to really hear them. But if you pan them, they're both in the same frequency range. They're both in the same dominant range, but you can hear both of them because they're in different parts of the stereo domain.
They're different zones of the stereo range.
Yeah, like, so it sounds like this sound is going on in the left speaker, and this sound is going on in the right speaker. You know what I'm saying?
So you have one at like 20 megahertz and one at 50, and they panning back and forth, like echoing almost, but they sound the same.
Like mixing this shit is real tricky.
Especially when you got wobbles and shit, because you really got to bring them shits out sometimes, or bring them down, or, you know what I mean? Especially you transitioning tracks, you got to learn how to mix that shit. A whole lot of bringing up, bringing down, and especially in EDM tracks, it's like 50. Like, I have tracks with like 45 tracks in it, and I had to go through every which one of them and like go through the whole song and try to figure out. Like the Dark Side of the Moon, that shit was like 27 tracks in it. that one right there. That's what I was like. I gotta take a break off of that motherfucker. Like,
that mix.
I gotta mix this shit some other day. And I waited for this Tascam DP Studio came in, and I'm just gonna throw it on that and master it, mix it on that.
Hey guys, we good? We done?
I don't know. I think let me check the comments real quick. I see we got 2 new ones. I'm trying to see if there are any questions real quick.
The reason why is like we just strayed into like different
Yeah, we went into mixing and mastering.
Yeah.
But I mean, I notice when we go off on tangents, it always boils down to the main topic because because a lot of people, some people watching this shit, they might make like mix their own shit, so they want to.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, they really want to know like how does this shit work. You know what I'm saying? But it don't look like we got we don't got any more questions. You know, before we stab out, man, do we got any more questions? We don't want nobody to ask none.
We got some questions on Google Plus. I had stepped out. I don't know if y'all answered it. From Daryl Grooms. First, he said, "Here's my website in case you want to check it out." He gave us the link. He said, "What's the difference between a DJ's mixtape and a mixtape from an artist like 50 Cent?" We had actually covered that before. Like a DJ mixtape is something like 25 tracks, just because a DJ, that's the way they do it. You know, blending the tracks together, and it's not always the whole track. So you're gonna have like 25 tracks on a DJ mixtape. But as far as a rap mixtape, you want to do like 5 to 10 tracks.
When you record on that, when you record on a DJ mix board, it doesn't record like you recording off of a producer's mixer. It records in songs. Like you might have one song, and then another song, and then another song. Him to break that down to give it to you on MP3 or on a disc, you have to break it down in songs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sometimes they might just do this, you know what I mean? Sometimes
because a DJ mixer, you're only mixing 2 tracks at a time, the stereo track of one and the stereo track of the other. But when you're doing, like, when you're recording in the studio, you got the whole mixing board, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So if you want that answers your question. And shout out to Daryl Grooms and Jimmy James Fahrenheit.
Or if you wanna break that down a little bit more, if you want to know the difference between a mixtape, a DJ's mixtape, and an artist mixtape, listen to, if you in the inner city, listen to your main radio station on a Friday and Saturday night when the DJs is in there and they're doing their thing and they're just blending tracks together. They don't play the whole song. They'll play the verse, it is going into the hook, and when they going into the hook, they're blending in the next hook for the next track. That's a DJ mixtape. Like, they just blend the hottest shit. Like, a DJ mixtape is to keep the party going.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? They just want to keep the party going. Like, there's no breath in between the songs. Like, you keep the songs going. But with an artist, yeah. But like with an artist mixtape, you know,
you want to treat it like an album.
Yeah, it's cool to have it's cool to have a breath of fresh air on there. If you got a track on there, like I heard this track on Jeezy album, it's one of my favorite, but the shit is only like, it's a quick freestyle type joint. It's only like a minute and a half. Do that. Do some shit where you come on an original beat and you just spit a quick little freestyle where a motherfucker is like, hold up, is that it? Like that's all that is to the song.
It goes so hard that they keep rewinding it because it's so short. What the fuck? Why isn't there more? Like they just get upset. I want more. You do something where you go insanely hard for a good snippet, people will get upset, but they will love you to death because you blew their fucking minds. So definitely do something like that. That's perfect for a mixtape.
Yeah.
Do it like towards the end, or maybe in the middle of the mixtape. I wouldn't do it early because
do it in the middle where like niggas is already in tune.
Niggas already in tune,
and they not even expecting that shit. Like
exactly.
Like I always go back to the anticipation and the excitement of hearing more. Like if you watch Empire, if you remember like the show from like 2 weeks ago, where the gay son where he did that song, you can keep your money and shit. Huh?
No, that wasn't the one where it was for his father, right? No.
Nah, not the one where he spit to his dad, the one that he did with his mom. Like when he was in the studio in the hood and shit, and he was recording it.
Okay.
And I loved his recording process because he was doing the song at first, and he was sitting there, and he was in the studio, and him and the engineer was like, yo, it's missing something. And he was like, I got it. And he went and got his crew. He got his little crew. Like, he had somebody in there on the drum machine. He had somebody on a little tambourine shit, like, and he just brought him in, and he was like, all right, look, I already got the vocals. This is what I want you to do here. Like, throw that in there. Bam. And then he just going around to everybody, and then they just pieced all that shit together. And then when the song came in, it was like, damn, like, this shit hot. And I listened to it. The song ain't even 3 minutes. I run that bitch back about 3-4 times just to get the full excitement of a whole song because like, it's so short.
Snippets are so powerful, bro. Like,
exactly.
It'd probably be one of your favorite songs. It's like a good 1 minute, 1 minute and 50 seconds. That could be your favorite song. You just be so pissed, like, why won't you release the verse? I mean, why won't you release the full album? You won't release the full version. Like, people will start begging you. People will beg you.
You have on beat CDs back in the day.
Yo,
because it was like we couldn't even tag on a beat. You know what I mean? So we used to make little quick snippets of fucking beats and put them on a disc.
A lot of the old school shit that, like a lot of the shit that old school artists did back in the day, a lot of the smart people are doing it now. Because they see how powerful it is. Like, scarcity will make people come to you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if they feel like, yo, like if you leave them hanging with something, it's like, yo, I got to hear more. Then you just created that type of vibe in that person where like your music it just resonates with them so much they just like, yo, I just want to hear some more from this dude. Like, this shit was hot. You know what I'm saying? And I'm mad that it's over. It's like eating good food. Like, you ever ate food so damn good you get down to the last bite and you try to savor that motherfucker to the end? like you chew that shit till there's nothing else to chew. And you don't even want to swallow because you like, man, I'm going to lose all this damn flavor. You know, the food be so good, you picking the shit out your teeth and chewing on that for 5 minutes.
Some ghetto shit. Nigga said, ding.
They could be chewing crumbs and shit. Like, damn, that shit bang. Like, make you want to go get a whole nother plate. You know what I'm saying? Even though you not, but you like, damn, I want some more of that shit. That's how music is. Mm-hmm. Like, when the shit's so good, you just like, man, damn, I gotta keep listening to this shit. Yeah.
Yo, Damien is a
song so hot make you want to smack your mama.
Hey, mama.
I used to have a saying, yo, when I make a beat and make your neck snap, that's how hard that shit'll hit.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yo, your shit be hitting. I'm like, yeah, that should make you snap your neck, right?
That's crazy.
Yo, I want to shout out to Daryl Grooms. Yo, I checked out your website. It looks nice, bro. As far as the look, I haven't listened to the beats yet. It looks clean and stuff, you know. But I think what we should do in another hangout is talk about websites, do some like website reviews. I think that would be a cool idea.
Interaction.
If the panel is cool with that, because like your website look good, but I know there's mad people out there, producers and artists, who need some tips on their websites. Because I have seen some like dumb looking websites. You know what I'm saying?
And also we want to. I don't know if anybody told y'all this, man, but we want to put this out there so everybody that's watching knows, everybody that's been rocking with us the last 5 to 6 weeks. Due to the high volume of responses we get, because you got to understand, like, people, you know, y'all come here and y'all comment, but then we get hit up on Facebook like crazy from people just watching these hangouts or, you know, seeing our content all over the internet. Like, so in order for us to bring you this shit a little bit more, we're not going to say professional, but a little bit better, like more prepared and things like that, we're going to extend it to every 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
So that way, so like when people like, okay, like people ask us to critique their music and things like that, and then we only got 7 days to really get in tune with it. Like when we done this, like, you know, Tuesday through Sunday, like we're doing our own little thing. So it's like, damn, sometimes we'll forget. Like I know I forget. I'll be like, damn, I didn't tell nobody about the upcoming show. Like we don't even have topics ready. Like sometimes we come up with topics last minute.
Yep.
But we come up with the topics by like the amount of questions and shit that we get for certain things. So we're going to make it every 2 weeks now for the time being. So that way we can be prepared, so we can, you know, analyze a lot of the questions that we get. So we can keep people on board. Like, so when the webinar come, you know that, all right, bam, it's this date. You know what I'm saying? We give you more time to prepare. Cause like a 10 Hut said, he didn't even know he was doing one tonight. He just happened to come across it. Like, we want everybody to be, you know, ready for it. So if you got your questions, if there's anything out there that you want to ask, cause we want y'all to ask questions. We want y'all to ask, like, we're like, our whole MO is not to just get up here and just tell you this is what it is, this is what it is, this is what it is. No, we want y'all to ask questions so we can be able to help y'all better. Like, that's the whole point of these webinars. It's not for us to just tell you what the fuck to do and shit like that. No, we want to know what you need help with, so we can answer those questions pertaining to the topic at hand. So that's why we're going to move it to every 2 weeks, so we can be prepared, so we're not rushing and everything. And so that gives you enough time to, you know, get your questions ready, whatever questions that you got. You know what I'm saying? And they give us a breath of fresh air, because, I mean, I'll be getting questions from people, and then I'll start a conversation with this person, and these motherfuckers start talking about shit, and I'm just like, man, what the fuck? Like, goddamn, how am I going to deal with this dude? Like, a motherfucker, like, somebody will take a whole day away from you, just because, like,
exactly.
But the energy, it's like, oh my god, how the fuck do I respond? And then they just start going off on the deep end, and you like, oh man, like, nigga, you done killed my whole entire weekly vibe. Like,
don't kill my vibe, bitch. Don't kill my vibe.
Yeah, bitch, please don't kill my vibe. You kill mine, I'm putting you on blast. A lot of motherfuckers, man. And I want to send a warning out to you out there in internet land. There's going to come a webinar. There's going to come a time. Especially when I get my new computer, because we ain't do no screenshot. We ain't do no screen sharing yet. I haven't done none because my computer's fucked up. So I ain't even going to attempt it. When I get a computer that's able to hold this shit and be able to move, listen, a lot of you motherfuckers are getting put on blast. Because no, it's not nothing out of hate. It's not nothing to play anybody or to try anybody. It's just that we all get this. We get just those certain people that consistently hit our inbox with bullshit. Same shit over and over and over and over again. You copy and paste the same fucking message, not even realizing that you already sent me this message like 2-3 months ago. People like that got to get put on blast.
Or the other day.
Like, you got to get put on blast. We need to let people know that this is not effective. All right? So some of these motherfuckers might watch this shit and be like, oh, them niggas just hating. Da, 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 da. No. We letting you know that this shit don't work. It don't fucking work.
It don't work. Like, sometimes, like, we told a lot of people, you know, why it doesn't work, what you should do, and, you know, what you should do compared to what you was doing before. And sometimes it still doesn't get through. So, don't, it's for fun. Just like how we have fun. Don't take this as, we're going to fuck your life up. You know what I'm saying? No, we're just going to have fun. And if you are that person, you just know we're using you as an example on what you shouldn't do. You know what I'm saying? But this is nothing. It's just it's nothing serious. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever take it as something as hate. Don't ever take no negative energy from it. You know what I'm saying? It's all love. We love all y'all. But we have to be able to push y'all. If y'all really want to succeed as much as we want to succeed, we're gonna have to push each other. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I push these guys, they push me. I'm gonna push y'all. You know what I'm saying? I have to fucking push y'all. Cause sometimes like, I don't want to go. I'm gonna push you. Yeah, no, you get your ass up there.
And also at the same time, like, we have to give y'all like real time, real life examples of what's what people are doing, because like we could sit here all fucking day, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours and tell you, oh, you shouldn't do this and you shouldn't do that. But if you don't see what people are actually doing, so you can see like, okay, I should never hit nobody's inbox and give them a 6-paragraph rundown of my whole entire life and then just say, I wrote this song yesterday that has nothing to do with the 6 paragraphs that you just talked about. Check out this hot new music. You won't know that shit doesn't work if you don't show you exactly what it is.
Clear.
You see what I'm saying? Like, and this is real. Like, we're not making this shit up. Like, yo, if I show you some of the inbox messages I get,
oh man,
like, I got one dude inboxing me now. I don't even know if I want to block him because I don't want to be rude. But I'm to the point where I gotta block him because this motherfucker just keep hitting me up. Like, yo, now I see what some females be talking about. Like, niggas is thirsty. Like, y'all niggas is just in motherfuckers' inboxes. Like, yo, what's up? 5 minutes later, how you doing? 10 minutes later, what's going on? 20 minutes later, yo, what's good, fam? An hour later, yo, I just hit your inbox 5, 10 times. Why ain't you responding back? 30 minutes later, yo, fam, listen, I got this for you. I want you to check this out. 20 minutes later, yo, fam, why ain't you check it out yet? Like, no, listen, dude, listen. The reason I ain't checking your shit out is because I ain't got no interest in it. You hit my fucking inbox all fucking unexpectedly, just randomly out of the fucking blue. Now I know how these females feel. Like, they be like, man, these thirsty ass niggas just
slide up and like,
slide in niggas' inbox.
This how they sliding. This how they sliding. They sliding at you like,
oh shit.
Look.
Oh,
there you
shit.
go. Your eyes, yo.
What is peepers at and shit?
Hey, baby. They slide out and be like, you not gonna answer? I'll be back. Then they come back again like,
oh damn, you still ain't gonna respond though?
Like,
you ain't gonna at least say
yeah,
hi?
They be like
You'll do everything.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. Like, they really be sliding up out of nowhere and talking about something. Baby, you look good today. Why you ain't responding back?
Yeah, like, we're gonna do that might be the next hangout. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't, we're gonna tell y'all, if it ain't the next hangout, it'll be the hangout after. Here he come. He about to slide it. He's sliding somebody's inbox.
When I slide in, I gotta finesse it, right? I gotta grease myself up.
The cuddler.
Yeah. Hey, well, 10 Hut say hell yeah to the website help. So if I know dudes want website help, we'll do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, we'll definitely, like, we here to help.
I'll be right back, bro. I'm sorry.
We here to help everybody, man. Like, that's why we do this. Like, just understand, man. Like the shit we teaching y'all is shit that we learned from experience. I was that dude that slid in niggas' inboxes with copy and paste messages. So when I say the shit, so yeah. So when I say the shit don't work, nigga, I know it don't work from personal experience. I've done it. I've tried it.
I think all of us done it.
Yeah, spamming niggas, check out my beats and all this, spamming groups, and I've done it all, man. I've done it all. Like,
I didn't get a chance to spam online, but I spammed offline and shit.
Yeah. Like, I've done shit with people I see doing their damn thing, and I'm just like, damn, I want to approach them differently, but then when I do approach them, they're going to go look back at them old messages like, damn, this nigga on the same shit, and I'm kind of hesitant about that, so it's just like, damn, I might just leave that alone for a little minute. You don't want that feeling. It's not a good feeling. Like, if you spam 10,000 motherfuckers' inboxes, and those are 10,000 people that could be potentially the fans of your music, you just fucked up. Because it's like, how can you reapproach them?
Can't get them back.
How can you reapproach them? That's like walking up to the baddest shorty in school and just saying, look, I want to fuck you right now. You just fucked that money all up. Now when she sees you 5 years down the line, she's like, damn, this is the same nigga that just walked up to me and told me he just want to fuck me. He ain't got no filter about him. This nigga ain't got no type of finesse to him. He ain't trying to finagle. He ain't even trying to finagle a line. Like, he ain't even try to think up a motherfucking line.
She might get a change of mind and get bank account, bro.
But then it ain't genuine. Then it ain't genuine.
Right.
If you nervous, listen, man. If you nervous about approaching somebody, you might be nervous about approaching one of us. We regular people, man. It's like I always equate this shit back to the dating game, man. Like, grow some fucking balls, man, and just go approach and just say, yo, what's up?
Everyone.
Like, for example, I give y'all an example. Y'all want a little dating game story. I remember when I was in college for a week, right? I went to community college for a week. Yeah, it took me a week to realize that that shit wasn't for me. That wasn't
for you. Exactly.
It wasn't for me. Like, after the first week, I was like, nah, I ain't coming back to this shit. But it was this one shorty. I'm me personally, I'm a chocolate lover. Okay? I love chocolate women. But it was this red bone shorty in there. I'm talking about drop dead fucking gorgeous. I drink her bath water if she still looked the same to this day. No bullshit. Bad as fuck. It took me about 5 days to build up the courage to even, you know what I'm saying, like, try to approach her. One day I was just in my head. What you say, Dan?
You probably wasn't the only one. There's a lot of motherfuckers to be on the same level, like, same thought pattern.
Exactly. But I was on some shit, like, in my head. I was like, you know what? If I don't approach her, I would never know if I could actually get her. So fuck it. I'm going to try it. Nigga, one day we got out of class. Nigga, I stood right outside the classroom, waited for her. She came out. Nigga, I'm talking about I'm nervous as shit. Like, she came out. You know how you try to talk to the baddest shorty in school and you come up with all of these fly-ass things to say, and as soon as they get in front of your face, everything just went out the window? You forgot everything. Nigga, you forgot.
Oh, man.
You cut out.
This shit.
Always cut out when he talking about something, man, don't it?
Uh-huh.
Here he come. 3, 2, 1.
He coming back.
What you gonna live there for 4 more hours?
But yeah, yo. I guess we just about done, though.
Yep. I guess we could cut him. I don't know.
Yeah. See if we come back. I want to hear what the rest you gonna say.
Yeah. I don't know. Just ended it off. You gotta reboot the system.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if y'all still with us, though, you know, there you go. There you come.
The internet, man, the internet don't like me a lot, man. They be.
Hey, fuck, you went to another house? God dang.
Nah, I had to switch. I had to switch the angle. Because my goddamn shit dying. But I'm trying to figure out where I was at in my story. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay.
You say you were waiting outside the door.
Yeah, I was waiting outside the classroom. You know how, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Rashad coming in Pika. But you know how, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said,
I'm hungry as a bitch.
This nigga come back eating some shit. But
yo,
like,
man.
yeah, like, you see a bad shorty, you got your whole game. Like, you got everything lined up. And as soon as she get in your face, everything goes out the window. That's what happened. Like, she got in front of me. Nigga, I got nervous. I started stuttering and shit. Like, and I just tried, like, I just came out with it the best way I could. And she was just like, you know what? She said, I'm going to be honest with you. I got a dude and everything. But if I didn't have a boyfriend, I would definitely holler at you.
So you went in the friend zone real quick, huh?
Nigga, hey, no, nigga. I went in, my confidence went, shoo. Like, nigga, I'm talking, nigga. If you'd have seen her, you'd have been like, man, I'll be in a friend zone for 6 months.
That's what I'm talking about. This is just have to step down a little bit.
Nigga, remember I told y'all about Cracker Barrel, right?
Wait for that nigga to slip up.
Every joint
in
that joint got
I told her. Nah, I told her. I said, if he ever fuck up.
It's a wrap.
If he ever fuck up.
Nah.
But with Cracker Barrel, a lot of y'all don't know about Cracker Barrel. I ain't gonna get too far into it. But basically, let me put it like this, okay? This is the best way I can describe the Cracker Barrel experience. If you like females with the Cherokee type ass, you would love their job. Because no bullshit, because that's how they hire the servers. Like, you had your few in there, you had your slim chicks, you know, you had a couple of older white women, you know what I'm saying? But the older white women, they was like divas type, you know, they like young niggas, you know what I'm saying? I got hit on by a couple of them, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah.
No, but anyway, it was this one John. Like, y'all remember the story? I told y'all it was the one. I tried all of them, but I got that one. Got that one. I'm talking about nigga, she bad as fuck. To this day, I told her, we talked and everything, you know what I'm saying? We used to hang out, smoke, like she'll come to the crib or I'll go to her crib, like we'll chill and smoke. I never tried her, like, to the fullest extent. I don't know, I tried her, but not fully, like, you know what, here, come here, I'm gonna start unbuckling you. I ain't never tried her like that. But she used to always ask me, like, yeah, I'm saying, like, we'll hang out and shit, and she'd be like, you know, what if I made you wait a year? I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. I'll wait 2 years. You know why? Because it all goes back to marketing, it all goes back to building trust, and it all goes back to building relationships.
True.
I told her I'll wait 2 years. You know why? Because now she'll look at it like, damn, this nigga ain't even trying to holler at me to get the draws. He really fucks with me.
Really fuck with
I fuck like, nigga, I got her number in my phone. I got it in the little government phone. This joint. Nah, cause I get food stamps, and out here in North Carolina, you know what I'm saying, they give you phones when you get food stamps.
Oh yeah, they give up in Jersey too.
So I got her, like, I got her number, but I don't have a charger to the phone, so I can't even fucking hit her up. But if I hit her up, nigga, I hit her up about 3 months ago, and I haven't talked to her in about like 9 months up until this point. I hit her up, and I seen her, nigga, she lost weight and everything, and I was just like, oh my god, damn, like, I was still drinking bath water. Seriously.
I'll eat her butt.
I probably would. Yo, Rashad, I'm talking, yo.
My nigga.
I told her.
On the carpet.
I said, damn, you one of them chicks I might slip on.
On the carpet. You gotta do it on the carpet.
Nah, I ain't fucking with the carpet, nigga, because them smells sink in. That shit gotta be on linoleum, nigga, somewhere. I can wipe that shit up.
Some wooden shit.
Yeah, somewhere it can get wiped up.
I won't ask him. We got all them females in that Laguna Beach house. It's a wrap.
Nah, man, we can expose.
Hey, yo, fellas, it's been nice tonight. I'm ready to go ahead and eat and then take care of a couple of things that I need to take care of. You know what I mean? I'll get up with y'all.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, it's 10:30. Damn, see, niggas just been.
Time to say goodnight to all my Negro friends.
Right,
yeah, because I gotta go hit the weed man up before he go to sleep. So yeah, yeah, man. Like, hey, listen, man. Hey, man, listen. Niggas watching this, they know what it is. They know what it is. Man. Shit, they gotta hit their weed man up before he go to sleep. Them niggas know what it is. But yeah, man, I'm checking the comments, just making sure. All right, we ain't got no questions, no nothing. So yeah, man, we can go ahead and close this out, man. It's all good. Rashad over there snacking and shit. You know, so it's about that time, I guess.
I was eating throughout the entire joint, for real. Now that I think about it, I can't help myself.
Nigga, you always eat. Always eat.
Yeah, I can't.
It ain't been a telecast that we had yet where you ain't snacking on something.
Word. But for y'all that's still watching, thanks for still sticking with us after, what, 3 hours? 3.5 hours?
3.5.
I know y'all got some nuggets out of it.
Make sure y'all, make sure everybody that's watching, make sure y'all go to the group, join the Facebook group, reach out to us. If you're looking for us, we are the admins of the group, so it's not hard to find us. Okay, join the group.
We got the links in the comments on YouTube, so you can just click them links.
Yeah. Reach out to us because it's going to be we're coming back in about 2 weeks. So we're not coming back next Monday. It'll be the following Monday. But just reach out to us, you know what I'm saying? If y'all need anything, any promo, beats, whatever, advice, whatever, reach out to us. You know what I'm saying? And we got you. So yeah. Don't be hesitant, man. We everyday people, man. We everyday niggas.
We just regular people. And
everyday niggas.
Well, yeah, exactly. Everyday niggas, man. We here to help.
And if you ask me to critique your music, I will tell you straight up and down, nigga, your shit is whack.
Feedback.
All of us will tell you that your shit garbage.
It was
better for us to tell you the truth than you put your shit out there and get fucked up. Like slap in the face.
You put your shit out there, niggas be like, yo, that shit is ass, dog. Like, your fucking bars whack. Your shit whack. And then niggas leave shit on comments. Niggas ain't got no filter. Niggas leave that shit on the comments for the world to see.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm one of them niggas. So. Especially if you one of them niggas that keep tagging me and shit. You done tagged me in about 30 goddamn posts, and I don't even fucking know you. You know what? I might just listen to your shit. If your shit whack, I'm gonna put it on it. Nigga, your shit's fucking whack. Your bars is whack. Your mix is horrible. Your engineers suck. That nigga need to fall down a flight of steps head first. You need to fall down after him backwards because you followed after that nigga and y'all thought it was cool. Your hype man, that nigga need to get smacked for telling you that shit was hot and you actually went to the studio and recorded that shit. Like, yeah, I'll put it all in there. You know what I'm saying? But it's best for me to tell you that shit and then I can tell you how to fix it.
Exactly. So after all this coding, I'm gonna show you how to fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah, trolls ain't gonna tell you.
Yeah, trolls just come out like, yo, that shit's whack.
Nigga, that shit's bullshit. I'm gonna hack your IP address. Just because. Say some crazy shit like that. Yeah, you like shit, turn off your laptop because you believe him. Like, the fuck wrong with these niggas, man?
Right,
there was a whole lot of that. Cut this off, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell y'all, man. You know what? We might do this since we're doing it every 2 weeks. We gonna discuss it. You know, once we get offline or whatever, we're gonna discuss this shit. But we might actually let y'all submit some music, and we'll collectively take some time to actually sit down and listen to it and give you a full critique. But it's best to have that shit from people with ears in the music that actually love this shit, that take the time to do this shit. It's best to have us critique it than just the outsider, because we're not going to tell you no bullshit. Yeah. We're going to tell you what it is.
I'm real with you. I'm not going to tell you.
We got to start that session early because that's going to take a minute.
Right. Like,
yeah, that's why I said we'll do it like.
Do it on a Sunday, like a day before, and then we come back with them on Monday. They tune in on Monday.
No, we'll do it on like a Friday. No, we'll do it on like an off week. Like, we got 2 weeks. So, like, if y'all want to submit music, we'll critique it, and then we'll make sure that you're on the webinar for that following week so we can let you know, that shit wasn't, it just wasn't hot.
I'm not going to tell you it's ass. I will tell you the work. I mean, not to be this.
Fuck what Rashad talking about, nigga. I'm gonna tell you your shit ass bucket.
For real, you probably try to be nice about it. Ain't no way of sugarcoating that shit is ass.
Because I can't be nice about it.
I'd rather have somebody tell me it's ass than not. Now I know what I gotta work on.
Yeah, be like, nah, nigga, the song is alright, man. Yeah, niggas be like, yeah, it's alright, man. I can bump to that. Nah, nigga, that shit whack. That shit is whack. It sound like Tony Yayo wrote all your verses. Nigga, it sound like Silk the Shocker been ghostwriting for you your whole life. Nigga, stop it.
You sound like you swallowing nails and shit.
Nigga, your voice, nigga, your vocal ranges is all off, nigga. It sound like you've been standing 10 miles away from the mic. Or you got that Meek Mill effect. It sound like, nigga, you put the mic in your throat like to record. Like, nah, nigga,
we gotta. Don't have voice boxes and shit. You put the mic up to their neck and shit.
Niggas be recording, sound like Bane and shit.
Oh, that's just boring.
Okay,
It sounds like a confidence.
I got the flippers and niggas and let me get a whole lot of money.
That's all you had to hear. Hold on, money.
Weak ass niggas in the back talking about, yo, this shit fire. Nigga lying his ass off. Come on now.
Nigga only telling you that because he your right hand man. He don't want to hurt your feelings. If you tell that nigga it's whack, you liable to punch on him. Oh no, nigga, you just fucking hating. Nigga, you hating.
Nah, nigga, we ain't here to tell you for real.
A 10 Hut. Submit it. All right. He said where we submit the songs to. If you go to the Facebook group, there's a thread. Freddie said this shit about a couple weeks ago, but we gotta keep hammering it home. There's a specific thread for you to submit your songs and to submit your beats to that we will check out. All right. We don't want you.
It's got a graphic of Soundwave from the Transformers as a DJ.
Yeah, like don't come in the group because we do this because we don't want y'all coming in the group and just posting your songs and just posting. Like we want it on one specific thread so we can know where to find it, so we can say, okay, this is the new music. We need to go, check some shit out. Let us go listen to some shit and be able to critique it. Yeah, because we don't want niggas spamming the group and shit like that. Like, we want to make the group, like, interactive, but we don't want it to be a spam session.
Yes, we don't want it to be like those regular groups where, you just post the link and keep moving and post another link and shit.
Yeah. Like, people
ask questions and we be able to be there to answer them.
Yeah. Like, Peep the Industry Facebook group, how we're trying to make it is, like, one of the most engaged groups on Facebook. Like, when network marketers and internet marketers start doing their research on, like, groups that get engagement, like, they're going to go to Peep the Industry and, like, they're going to be like, you know what, this doesn't have anything to do with network marketing, but we want to show y'all how to, like, they know how to get engagement. Like, they know what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? They got their shit structured. Their group is right, but they're getting engagement. People are in tune. You know what I'm saying? Because when you don't have no rules, when you just let shit go, people just come in and just do whatever the fuck they want, and it fucks everything up because we don't know how to keep control of it. You know what I'm saying? We want to be able to control everything and keep everything in an order so the group ain't so fucked up. So when you come to the group, just find that thread that Freddie was talking about. You know what I'm saying? The Transformer doing the DJ thing, he's not hard to miss. Like if you miss that photo, God damn it, I'm not even gonna say it.
Yeah, see, it's actually on the page, but then I put the link in the group, so it's really on both the page and the group. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So if you want to submit your music, you want to submit your songs, your beats, your poems, whatever. Listen, man, I listen to poetry. Nigga, I do it. Listen, I like all that shit. I like art. So submit.
Why not?
Put it in there, and we got you.
And then you know what? As far as the website help, we'll keep you posted about that because we're gonna have to figure out how we're gonna do that. Maybe we'll do a thread. You just post your website if you got a website. That is, we're not talking about SoundCloud or Reverb Nation.
Website. We don't do the social media profiles. Strictly websites.
Click or where the fuck that shit is. Don't put that shit in.
Strictly websites. If you throw a damn SoundCloud link in there, I'm going to erase it. I'm letting you know that now. If it ain't from a 10hutmusic.com, I don't want to hear it.
That's for the websites we're talking about. But for the thread for the music, you could put a SoundCloud link.
Yeah. For the critique of the music, yeah, you can do that. But if we talking about websites, follow directions. It's the same thing A&Rs in the industry say. That's why they get frustrated with musicians, because they'll say submit 3 songs and a nigga will submit their whole mixtape, or a nigga will send a Dat Piff link or a SoundCloud link and check out my music. No, just follow directions. You will get a lot further if you just follow simple directions.
I don't get why it's so hard for some people. I really don't.
Yeah. We make it easy for you so we can make it easier on us. If it's just one thread with new music, then we know where to go.
Bad.
But if you got a group and everybody posting links, nigga, your shit could be 4 days behind and we'll never get to it. You see what I'm saying? So we try to keep everything in order. So just make sure you go to the group, join the group. Of course, we're going to add you. It's, you know what I mean? It's official. Like, you know, you join the group. If you're already in, find the thread, post your songs, ask us for our feedback. You know, you could even, just to make sure that we see it, you know what I mean? We'll even give you the permission to tag us in it. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you the permission to tag me. I don't know about everybody else. But you can tag me in a song and say, yo, can I get a critique on this?
Fuck with you?
Yeah.
Tag me.
Yeah. Just like, yo, listen, can I get a critique on this song? I want to know how you feeling about it.
That's all you
I'm
gotta
thinking
do.
about putting this out.
Because if you tag me and I don't fucking know you, I'm gonna shit on you.
Yeah. Just say, look, I want y'all to critique this song. I'm thinking about putting it out. Can you give me your feedback on it? We'll check it out. We'll give you your feedback. We might leave it in a comment. We might inbox you. Or we might wait till the next week and then put you on blast if you just one of those people.
And you gonna be a victim.
Something. But somebody, we need somebody to know. Yeah, you're going to get a long finger because, nigga, somebody's going to be a victim.
You, bitch. Say no.
God damn, you done touched my hairline and shit.
Goddamn
like
long ass ET finger. Black people. Black people. Struggling.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Oh shit.
But yeah, man, just go ahead and do that. I'm gonna check the YouTube one more time before we slide up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Before I go ahead and take this nice little walk to Weedham.
Weedham.
See, that's cool because your guy, I gotta catch at 12 o'clock noon. If I don't catch him then, I ain't hearing from him.
Nigga, my weed man live around the corner. I can go to this nigga like, yo, let me get a blunt till Thursday. Like, type shit. Nigga, hey, look, that shit come in handy, nigga. You need to smoke. You need to smoke, nigga. You tapped out, bills done got you and shit. You like, damn, man, I need to smoke. Fuck it. Yo, let me hold a dime till Thursday, nigga. Pay that.
Wow.
As long as you good for it, man. As long as it's clout. You know what I mean? It's all about building relationships, people. I can take you on any goddamn scenario you want. It's all about building relationships. Plain and simple. You want free cable? I install cable.
How you gonna do this all digital now? I don't know about South Carolina.
Oh, nigga, I'm trying to tell you that there's a will, there's a way. I ain't gonna reveal everything. All I'm gonna say is that sometimes you might get a box that you plug in and it don't need to be activated.
It damn sure don't.
I seen that shit. Nigga, I did it firsthand. I did that shit on the install. Installed this nigga shit, plugged it in, the countdown going, and I happened to turn to the TV and a bitch on. I'm like, hold up, the fuck?
Yeah.
How the fuck does this work? But then we had to.
When I was at DirecTV though, they got their system like it's different, right? Because if that was the case, I would have sold mad receivers on my own and just reported them like missing or something. I got my truck robbed or something. But for DirecTV though, you have to actually pay for the account to get it like digitally sent to activation. It was like just I'll give you $50. Just give me another one. I was like, yo, it don't work like that. I mean, I wish it did. I would gladly take the money, but
you gotta let niggas know. Yeah, cause sometimes, man, sometimes I noticed this, like when I was in training and shit. Now my trainer.
We off the air? Or we still on this motherfucker?
Nah, we still on air, so niggas is listening. Like, niggas is sitting back like, damn, I'm about to learn how to get free cable. No, but like my trainer, like, yeah, I mean, he told me, he was like, yeah, like everything going digital, but you know, sometimes you might get a box in your crew that hasn't been scanned, or it's just like it's been scanned but it's not in your crew, so you not responsible for it, and you'll plug that motherfucker in and that bitch will cut right on. Cause I'm standing there, nigga, I plug that shit in and that bitch cut on. I'm like, hold up, what the fuck? But then we had to switch it out for something because it was a HD box and he was getting a DVR. So I had to switch the box out. I gave my trainer the box. And I was like, yo, this bitch just cut on. He was like, what you mean? I said, nigga, I plugged it in. The bitch went through his little rebooting process and the bitch cut on. I ain't send the activation, no box hit, nothing. He was like, oh, for real?
It already had the rate codes on that bitch.
Yeah, he was like, oh, for real? Let me see that box. Let me see that. That bitch going in the crib right now. Real shit. But it's all about building relationships, man.
Until I come by and figure that shit out.
Like, nigga, we just had a meeting the other day. We just had a meeting Friday, and I found out that my trainer was like, he's ranked as the 4th best tech in the company and shit. So I'm like, damn, I done got trained by the right nigga, because a lot of them niggas, like, a lot of this shit that I know, like, I don't know if up there in Jersey, like, if y'all got to do codes when y'all close out your jobs and shit.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, but, like, with the codes, like, closing out jobs, he's like, yo, it's niggas that been working here that still don't even understand this shit. He's like, man,
what?
You gonna be far ahead of niggas. He been showing me the hustle. He been showing me, nigga, we'll go on somebody's crib. These motherfuckers will be in there. They'll have a flat screen, and it be sitting on the floor. And they be like, man, I want to get this shit hung up. And he be like, well, you know what I mean? Are y'all getting it hung up? They be like, yeah, we waiting for Geek Squad. He be like, how much they charge you? Like $300-400? They be like, yeah, give me $100 right now. I'll hang it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh shit, I done found the hustle. Nigga, it's on.
Yeah, dog, there's a lot of hustles in this shit.
But it's all about anybody that's still watching. I know this shit. Sometimes
it's a relationship.
We go left field with shit. But it don't matter what field of study, whatever we go into. Everything is about building relationships. Everything. Being a parent, nigga, that's about building a relationship. Nigga, your kids might not fuck with you all the time, but they respect you because they know you.
Yeah, that's what I tell my girl all the time. Like, I ain't fucking with you because you ain't here. But I'll be like, yo, respect your mom. I'll smack the shit out of both of y'all niggas.
Like, I did that shit with my daughter, my oldest daughter, one day when she was like 1. My baby mom called me. She was like, yeah, your daughter's up. It's like 10:30 at night. She just up. I don't know why she up. I said, put her on the phone. She got on the phone. I was like, Stinks, it's time to go night-night. She was like, night-night? I said, yeah. I said, go night-night. Nigga, she put the phone down, went and got in the bed. Pulled the covers up on her and laid down. My baby mom got on the phone like, I've been sitting here for the last hour trying to get this girl sleep. What the fuck? Like,
it always happens with daddy.
You gotta know how to do it sometimes.
Yeah.
So it's all about them relationships, man. People respond to people differently. You respond to your mom differently than you do your dad. Your mom, you know you can get leeway. Your dad, you know you can get the beltway. So you gonna go to leeway. Real quick. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that. It doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, I try to do, like, when we do these webcasts and shit, I try to do, like, real life comparisons, like everyday life comparisons, so that you can see that the music shit is nothing more than just everyday life. Networking, all of that shit. Creating music, everything is just everyday life. It's just all about how you approach it. It's all about how you conduct yourself, you know, in that field, like, with whatever it is that you do. You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter what you do, no matter what field that you're in. It's about building relationships. And that goes to the only person that's watching right now. I don't know who you are, but shout the fuck out to you, because goddamn it, you still rocking with us.
For sure.
So we appreciate you, motherfucker, whoever you are. I don't know who you are.
Appreciation. I think we should just, like, cut this.
Yeah, let's go ahead and cut it off, man, because we tripping. Niggas probably like, man, these niggas is talking about bitches and all this shit. I can't even learn how to make a mixtape.
Word.
Yeah, for real.
So, yeah, man, we going to get up out of here, folks.
All right. We'll see y'all in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Y'all be safe. We love you guys.
All right. Peace.
Oh, shit.